guys? This is FFAN16 and Merry Christmas and welcome to our annual Chocobo Night podcast. I'm going to head on over to the screen where I have my lovely guests joining us, and I'll introduce each one to you, but you can also see their names up here. These are the 5 folks who will be joining me tonight. Feel free to ask questions in the chat. We'll engage the chat as we can. Just remember the stream might be a little ahead of what you're chatting or a little bit behind of what you're chatting. So if we don't get to the question, we might be getting to it and we just haven't caught up to the chat yet. So I'm going to head on over right now so you can see everybody. Let me find my mouse. Boom. All right, so here we have Kyra over here. This way. This way we got Kyra. Then we got Static and Valkos below. Now, their pattern might be a little different than mine, but that's what's showing on my side of the screen. You'll have cats come and go as all of us have pets of some sort. And I forgot to ask, how's Lady, Kyra? You're on mute?
Sorry, was I muted?
Yeah.
All right. Lady's actually doing really good. She's actually sleeping right over here right now.
Haven't seen her in a while. I bet you she's getting older.
Yeah.
Lady.
Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. People want to see you. Come here.
You always want to see a puppy. Puppies are good.
Come here. Come here.
It's like, no, camera, no.
Come here. She's like, I don't want out here. I'll turn the camera a little bit.
Oh, there's Lady. Yeah, you've definitely filled out some. Hi, Lady. Like, what? Mom? I don't like cameras. What are you doing to me?
Yeah, pretty much. That's what she does all the time. She's like, no camera.
And we got some cats going on with Static and Valkos. My cat was here, but she decided I'm always on camera. I'm going to leave. What's your cat's names?
My cat's name is Paris. She's maybe 9 or 10, not sure, but yeah, tuxedo cat.
Old Lady Paris.
Old Lady Paris. Yeah, that's good. That's good. You hear that? You like that name? Huh? So, it's a new nickname there.
Static?
And mine is Angel, so I don't really know how old she is. We've had her for, I don't know, I think like 10 years. I don't know the cat translation of that or conversion.
It's 10 years. Technically, like, they age faster, so I think it's still like that 5 to 7 years like human, but most of the time I think cats average 14 and the odd one lives to 20, so yeah.
Yeah, we had a cat in the past that lived to like 18, so yeah, makes sense.
Yep. Just depends on their lifestyle and if they're pampered.
Oh yeah.
So how was
mine?
Yeah. How was everybody's year?
Really good. Had a weird end of the year, but
Ooh. Okay, now you got to tell.
I gotta tell. Oh gosh.
You brought it up.
Yeah, just back and forth with just some weird stuff happening. Like example, kind of morbid, but like I ended up getting robbed at one point, which was bad.
Oh
And
no.
then took a bit to recover from that. And
like
then
in
had
person? Like they stuck you up?
No, no, it was at the gym,
Oh.
and I left my wallet in a spot where I shouldn't have. It's my fault. But you know,
Yeah, no, it's still
Well-
not good.
yeah, going there for many years and with no incidents, you don't think about it, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But and then in November or in or December, should I say, like a couple strange incidents at work where new clients would like stiff me, for example.
No.
Like,
People need to
man,
stop being rude.
yeah, it's just that was out like $300 or something, but not a big deal. Just gotta pick out the weeds,
Yeah.
toss them to the
You're off the list. You're on the naughty list.
yeah. But on the good side of it, it's been a very productive year with
That's good.
business. Right. Goodbye, old lady Paris. Right. Bye.
And your channel's been growing quite a bit on YouTube. If you guys don't know, Valkos does YouTube and Twitter, and StaticBuzz does YouTube, and Kyra's on a mini break from streaming, but she does stream over on Twitch when she is active. If you guys want Their links will be coming and going in the chat once in a while. Except for Kira's, we can add that one later. So, anyways, keep going. Sorry, Valkos.
No, I was just gonna say it's been productive this year with work. Was able to afford a lot more presents than I was able to last year, so
That's
the
awesome.
family's getting treated a little bit more. And
Spoiling the
got my
fam.
first PS5
Yeah, I
finally.
saw
So
that. Congratulations.
yeah, so Vitz tipped me off actually. It was
Hurry up,
they
so.
were selling them on the PlayStation Store
Mm,
website. So I jumped on it. So anyway,
yes.
Nice.
so I talked too much.
No,
Next.
no worries. Kira, how was your year?
Uh, I'm alive.
Yay!
I'm
We
still
got
kicking.
Kira
I'm
still.
still a fighter.
You look
Yeah.
beautiful, by the way. You look wonderful.
Thank you.
You're welcome. It's been a bit since
And
I've seen you.
it's been a year. I'm not gonna say whether it's good or bad, but it's been a year. But
And
you
yeah.
know,
Yeah, no, we're just happy
uh,
to have you here, Kira.
but you know, it's like I'm still around. I'm getting better. It is all that matters. Is like
Yep. Health is very important. You got to take care of yourself because we need you around for a long time.
then
Truth.
And then,
I just hit the big 50 a couple months ago.
yay!
So
Happy 50.
Hey, there you go.
Still young.
yes.
Yeah. How's your son, by the way?
Oh
Haven't
yeah,
heard from
how's
him in a while.
Kira? I mean,
Kucha.
Kuja,
Yeah,
sorry.
he's doing pretty good. He actually just had shoulder surgery about 3 weeks ago, and he's recovering for that. I'm over at his house now helping out.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, you definitely give him our regards for sure.
That they definitely will.
Yeah, tell
Yeah.
him we say hi. How about you, Static? How was your year?
That's kind of a rough one because it's probably been, had some good things and some bad things, but I think for the most part it's trending positive, so got no real complaints.
That's good. How's your channel been doing over on YouTube?
This year, so like last year, towards the end of last year, I got over the 1,000 subs so that I could start
Congrats.
making money on it,
Nice.
and
Wait,
I've almost doubled it this year, so the growth has
nice.
been pretty good. And I think that it just gets exponentially more growth as you go, right? The more subs you get, the
Yeah.
more you get.
Yep.
Yeah,
So
the
yeah,
thing
Consistent.
I need is I need watch hours. I've got the subs. I just don't have
Mm,
the watch hours to get monetized.
mm,
So,
yeah.
yeah, it's been
Um,
slow over there.
yeah.
I had the
Well,
watch time way before I had the subs,
Yeah.
unfortunately. Yeah.
mm, yeah, it's the hard part, but just gotta try to think about which videos are gonna retain the
Yeah.
most views or people keep coming back to the same
Yeah.
video, right? So like guide
Well,
videos, for example.
yeah, I'm not in too much of a hurry because I do have a full-time job that
Yeah.
supports me where I need to. So it's more of a hobby. And I just love those comments that reach out and say, hey, this really helped me. What a great guide. Like, or like you get the odd one. Oh, well, you said this word wrong. I'm like, it's one word, 1 second in the video. If that's got your goat, then thanks for the comment because that still helps. Like,
Hmm.
but
Yeah, that's how I feel. You can't please everybody. I've had
yeah,
so many
Nope.
comments like, know where you're going if you're going to do a guide. And it's like, okay, I kind of get what you're saying, but I
yeah.
still showed you what you
Somebody's,
needed to see, and you didn't know it before you
yeah.
came to my video. So,
Somebody's
but
gonna
yeah,
find help from it. And even if I get that one person that's like, oh, this helped me so much, you'd be like, that was worth it, right? Hey, Maria! It is cold outside, you guys. It's like -40 with the wind chill here. So, yeah, we're colder than the North Pole and the Antarctica.
So it feels that feels like really warm compared to what I'm gonna experience tonight. So dang, -40.
Yeah.
Jeez. Bust out
So,
your Eskimo suit.
I don't
yeah.
think you guys
Oh,
can see 64 for me.
yeah.
64 for you. Where you at? The equator?
I'm in Arizona.
There you go.
Okay, close enough.
So, my year's
Yeah,
been
trying to get
good.
done.
Sorry.
Mm.
That's
I'll,
all
Yeah,
right. Yeah,
go
you
for it.
go. You
Yeah.
go. Tell
okay.
us
What's been
about
going
your
on?
year. Yeah.
Yeah, I hit that 1,000 subs at the beginning of the year, which was amazing, and I do have steady growth monthly, so I'm really happy over on my YouTube side. My Twitch is actually I'm averaging what I got right now, the 10 to 12 viewers. Thank you guys so much. Love you, Chocobo Knights, for coming in and supporting. Uh, been through some hardships with my daughter, and we're still working through a lot of her conditions that she has with socialization. And just like my uncle who got me into gaming and really like uh helped me find a love for it passed away on Friday no, Tuesday night. So
Sorry to hear
that's
it.
why I couldn't stream. But no, he was dealing with cancer, and I just want to give a shout out to him because he's
Yeah.
kind of who sold me my first PlayStation, and it's been PlayStation ever since. So just a shout out to him and wherever he is, so he's not suffering anymore. And I just want to hang out with you guys because honestly, the best thing that comes out of doing this is there's some people you don't want to associate with, but then you get this tight knit group of wonderful people who support you and help you just each day. And you guys have been amazing. And anybody in the chat there who's been part of the community for a long time, we're a supportive group. So don't be afraid to join in and chat.
You got a
Great.
raid there, fam.
Oh my goodness! Who did I get a raid from? Sorry guys, I was like in an emotional moment.
No, you're good.
Welcome in. Thank you for shouting out, Lothars. Welcome in, Raiders. How are you guys? Merry Christmas and welcome to the Chocobo Night podcast. We do this at Christmas time. This is Kyra on the phone. And then we got StaticBuzz, and below is Valkos Lunari. So welcome in. Kyra's looking all important on her phone. She can't
Business
hear.
call or something.
Our
So
family, yeah.
yeah.
So what's one
But
of
yeah,
the
welcome.
best games you guys played this year? What was your favorite game? Hey, Kara, welcome back. We're talking about our favorite game this year, and you can say more than one if it's kind of like, oh my god, there were so many.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
No
I had to
worries.
take
Take it if
So,
you need.
timing, people's timing. It's
Mm.
We need a Christmas
Yeah.
chocobo. I will have to draw us a Christmas chocobo
Mhm.
for our
Yeah,
emotes.
that'd be
That's one emote I'll have to do. It's the holiday chocobos. I'll do a Halloween one.
Yeah,
Christmas
hi,
one.
Judge. Thank you for grading.
Do you know who that is, Kira?
Yeah, Impervious D is my friend Judge from 14.
Ah, welcome in,
Nice.
14.
Some connections, yo. That's pretty cool.
I know, right? Hitting up the connects. All right,
But
favorite
yeah,
games.
Kira can answer first if she likes. So
Okay, yeah, we'll go Kira, then Static, then Velcos, then me.
sounds
Okay,
Favorite
what
game
do we
this
answer?
year. Favorite game this year.
Favorite game, I would have to say it's not new, but
okay.
it would be Cold Steel
Which one?
1.
Number 1. Okay.
Yeah.
Is this the first time you played it this year, or
Yes.
is it something that you replay every year?
It's the very first time I played it.
Nice.
So I had a really good time with it.
That's
I love the character growth. I love the story.
I've got all of them. I just haven't jumped into it yet. There was a lot of people playing them this year, so it kind of just I had this backlog. So they're there. I just need to get to
Yeah,
them.
I played 1 and 2. I don't have 3 and 4.
Oh, okay. I know what we need to get Kira for Christmas. Static, your game of the year.
Oh, well, as good as God of War Ragnarok was, I'm not going to go there, even though I probably played that more than this other game, but I'm going to go Xenoblade Chronicles 3.
Oh, yeah. That's a good one.
Just the size of it, everything they added to it off of 2, and the combat in 2 didn't really excite me too much, but I really liked 3's combat. And I'm looking forward to the new hero they're going to release on, they're saying, I just double checked the site. They're saying December 31st, which seems like an odd day to do it, but that's what they're saying. That's when they say they're going to release the next DLC pack, and they're going to be a new character that's kind of a cyborg looking thing. I don't know.
Rhea said she wasn't too much for the story of it. Did the story, without spoilers too much, did you find that the story kind of went away from what the other two did, or?
They did, but I really enjoyed the story. I thought that there was enough questions as you went through to say, okay, what's going on here?
Mm-hmm.
It make me want to keep going, and I thought that there was enough. I mean, some things you saw coming. I mean, the two groups combining. Sorry if there's spoilers, but the two groups.
I don't know which two groups you're talking about yet because I haven't played.
Combining and then becoming your party. You kind of saw that coming from if you saw preview videos and whatnot.
Yeah.
So that part was pretty self-explanatory, but some of the other things are just like, okay, I didn't see that at all, and I was questioning this, and this was their answer to it. I didn't see that. So there was a lot of things like that, but yeah, it's a wide open world that you can go through, and there's lots of
Be
side
safe,
quests and
Rhea.
stuff.
Yeah, drive
So
safe
it
home,
was,
Maria. It's like freaking cold. Don't. She got a newer vehicle. Yeah, thank goodness, so that she could hopefully make it home okay. Her
hopefully she
cats
got those
will.
snow tires on.
Her cats will kick her butt if she doesn't make it home.
Yeah.
Her cats are more needy than anybody else's cats. Uh,
I can test that point big
anything
time.
else static, or can we move to Velcos?
No, Valkos. Yep, I pretty much covered everything.
Cool. Go ahead, Velcos. Your game of the year.
Yeah, I got a couple. Um, Chrono Cross Remaster
Ooh,
in
yeah.
April. That's my third favorite game of all time in my top five. And even though the release of it was, somewhat buggy and stuff like that, there was mod fixes which made it amazing. Like the FPS was fixed and
Yeah.
enhanced graphics, all that good stuff. So, but once I put that in there, it was just like, man, this is heaven. So, so Chrono Cross Remaster, and then more recently, Marvel Snap on mobile,
Ooh.
and
Yeah, you were saying
just
that.
keeps going back to that because
Whatever
like it's
draws
so
you in,
quick.
right?
Right, right. A lot of my friends are playing it too, and we're excited for the new update so we can play together.
Are you still playing Opera Omnia?
Yeah, 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 for sure. So that's been a long going game since
Yeah.
day one. We're coming up on 5 years on that
I
game
know,
actually.
right? It's been up
So
for a while.
pretty insane.
At least
But
they keep it going. Most of those games Square likes to shut down after 2 years. Like, come
yeah,
on.
I know. But
Like
this one is
crazy.
it's FF. People love it, and it's turn based, and
Yeah.
so good stuff.
Yeah.
But um, a honorable mention third would be Valkyrie Elysium. I'm playing through that right now.
Just doing that one right
So
now too. The only thing I find
yeah,
about Valkyrie Elysium, it feels very beautiful but very empty. And I know why it's empty. Like I get the story, but it still feels like there should be more. Like
right.
it feels like it's missing something. It's a great game, but it feels like there's something missing in the world.
Yeah, you're still playing it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it might open up. I have no idea. I'm still playing it as well, so
Yeah.
we'll see. But
Yeah, I think I'm only
anyway,
on chapter 3 or 4. Yeah, 4. I'm on chapter
I
4.
forget what chapter I'm on. Maybe like 7 or something. I
Yeah,
forget.
okay.
So,
Just so you guys know, in that game, make sure that once you start unlocking your companions or whatnot, that you go back to the older areas,
All right.
because they have abilities that unlock some things that
Yes.
yeah.
yeah, the
So
side quests. Yeah,
Yeah,
so
like the
I
ability to make a
knocked those out.
platform or break down walls
yeah,
or stuff. Yeah.
Mm, yeah,
exactly.
for sure. What about you, fan?
Anything? Oh, actually, there's a couple. Um, I'm gonna shout out Horizon. Horizon. Yeah,
Forbidden West.
yeah,
Forbidden
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 West.
West?
Sorry, brains like.
It's
Yeah,
all good. So,
love it. I'm so excited for the VR that's coming out because my VR is paid for. I'm just gonna pick it up day one and gonna bring it home. I'm gonna show it off and make a video on it. Be prepared for a VR video. The old one, oh my goodness, I would get motion sickness because it's all grainy and stuff. So I'm looking forward to a VR where I'm not gonna get sick right away. Is
yeah.
is the hope? At least make it look like I'm not looking through a screen door.
Right.
So
Yeah, I'm gonna get that soon.
yeah, I pre-order it and I like to do it through EB Games. Sorry, it's called GameStop now here in Canada. Sorry, I miss EB Games so much. It's GameStop now.
We
Yeah,
all do.
it's got some nostalgia.
So yeah, as soon as I pre-order something like that, and if I've got months ahead, I usually just try to pay it off before like little chunks so I don't have to worry about it day one. Grab and go. Besides that, I loved Horizon the first one. The second one, not as great for story. Like the first one, oh my goodness. If you guys haven't played it, play the first one. It just the story when it opens up, you're like, what?
Yeah, it's
It's
a pretty awesome
amazing.
climax.
Yes. The second one, um, the story kept me going. It's just I was wondering where they were going with it, considering what they already gave us in the first one. And they tied it in pretty well. And I just love the mechanics. Aloy is such an amazing primary character and just what you're able to do more with her and the different area you go to. It takes a while to open up because you're in the old area for a little bit, but definitely worth it. I'm gonna also shout out a smaller game called Yomamari. It's the third one that came out this year. Absolutely, I'm not a horror fan of video games. There are certain ones that catch my eye, like Parasite Eve, Resistance Fall of Man. Like those to me are scary. They're not horror, but scary. Bioshock, and then Yamamori and Little Nightmares. Since Little Nightmares came out the year before, I can't shout out Little Nightmares, but anyways,
Fair enough.
Yomamari 3 came out. I bought it in Japanese right away because I'm like, great, I'm learning Japanese. I'll try to play it. No, I'm not that proficient yet. So I will play it later in Japanese now that I know the English because we played the English. Absolutely adore it. And if
Nice.
you guys want a cute horror game, Yomamari
Cute
is it.
horror.
Yeah. And finally, because it brought me back into farming games, I have to shout out Stardew Valley. Just rekindled my love for farming games. Now I own as much Story of Seasons, which were the original Harvest Moons, as I can possibly buy. And yeah, I'm just happy to see that farming games are kind of coming back in, and I'm playing Harvest Ella. If anybody, it's actually pretty good. I think the story's going to be very short, but it's good. I'm enjoying it. So,
There's a streamer friend that I have who her name's Madam Mooney,
mhm.
and she writes for IGN, and
Mm.
she did reviews and guides on Harvestella and also Tales of Arise. Pretty cool.
Nice.
Nice.
So yeah,
Got all the connections.
I suppose yeah. So pretty cool.
So, was there a game that kind of disappointed you this year that you were like really looking forward to, and it just wasn't what you were expecting or wanted it to be? If I'll give you guys a second to think about it, I'm gonna mention mine, but not as a negative, just as the hype was too extreme for it, and I'm gonna say Digimon Survive. I'm saying that because it was too heavily based as a visual novel versus the tactic RPG portion. And I get where they're going with it, and I think it's going to be an amazing third series of the Digimon family because we got Story, we got World, and now we got Survive. But they need to find a better balance between us sitting there and reading for 4 hours straight and getting no actual combat because I lost my voice several times from that game.
Right.
Yikes. That's
For
bad.
like at the end, it started leveling out, but that's after 20 hours of gameplay. That it went from
Mm.
80-20 to maybe 60-40.
Yeah.
So, I'm hoping the next one because I don't think that they should stop. It definitely was an experimental Digimon game, and it is a game that wanted to touch the lore prior to the Digimon World lore. So I think they did a really great job, and I loved how they went back to the yokai thought of what Digimon World were before they went digital. So I love the concept. And I love the tactic gameplay in it. They just needed to mesh it with the visual novel a bit better. So that was my biggest disappointment because I was really looking forward to that being a little bit more, but not angry with it.
Yeah, I don't think I have any of the thing like that. But to be fair, this year hasn't been huge for me in gaming. Haven't been able to keep up for quite a while just because I'm so career focused
Mm-hmm.
recently, and like doing 6 days a week of teaching takes a lot out of me.
Yeah.
Um, but um, but I'm getting back into it, of course, because I'm doing the whole YouTube upload thing again with Tales of Arise, which is a great game so far. I like it a lot, but yeah, and also I kind of prepare myself for disappointment usually, just because I want to make sure it's going to be a genuine, you know,
Mm-hmm.
feeling of liking something or disliking something, right? So, but yeah, I haven't had any of those experiences this year because gaming's been light for me this year. So,
Yeah. No worries. Yeah, when real life comes calling, it's usually pretty busy.
you said a mouthful there. So,
Static or Kira?
If you have one, Kira, go ahead.
I really don't um have one, honestly.
So then I guess I'll go. I was kind of disappointed in Digimon Survive as well, but not as much as you. It sounds like I think the last game that fully disappointed me was actually November of last year. I had to
Mhm.
look it up. I thought it was this year. Halo Infinite. I was really looking forward to
Oh,
the single player of that being open world and
yeah,
having things to do in the open world, and it just didn't. I play a lot of Assassin's Creed. I play a lot of those type of games where they're open world and have lots of things going on in them, and that one just didn't reach the peak of
yeah.
interesting things to do to keep me occupied. But that's like the last game I could think that disappointed me.
Yeah. How about you guys in the chat? If you want to answer any of these questions that we're putting towards the guests, feel free. Like, what's your favorite game of the year, and what was the game that disappointed you, even just a little, or none at all? So feel free to join in, and we'll engage where we can. If you guys can think of any questions you'd like us to cover, we can look at doing that as well. I'm going to actually play our first song of the night, and this one is going to be Old City by Valkos. And somebody might have to put in the chat when it ends because I can't hear the song, so I'm not too sure when it ends, okay? Or you guys can yell at me here because you're probably listening to
Old
it.
City Bar. Just
Hmm?
saying.
Huh?
It's
What is
called
it?
Old City Bar.
There you go.
There you go.
I'll let him
Sorry.
announce it. No, it's okay.
No
I
worries.
only put little shorts for me to be able to see what I'm playing. So if you
you.
guys want to announce your titles, that's pretty cool. And let's get that started right now. Hang on, that's not right.
That's last year,
No, but
my
it
my
was supposed
lady.
to save and it didn't. Let me see if I could fix it. The worst thing is I'm gonna have to go onto that scene and fix it. So you're gonna hear a little bit of the old song while I
Cool.
put on the new song. Okay, let's do that.
In an old city bar that's never too far from the places that gather the dreams that have been. In the safety of night, with its old neon light, it beckons to strangers and they always come in. The snow, it was falling, neon was calling, music was low, and the night Christmas Eve. Here was the danger, even with strangers inside of this night. It's easier to believe. Then the door opened wide, and a child came inside that no one in the bar had seen there before. And he asked, did we know that outside in the snow that someone was lost standing outside our door? And the bartender gazed through the smoke and the haze, through the window and ice, to that corner street light. We're standing alone by a broken payphone. Was a girl, the child said, could no longer get home. And the snow, it was falling, neon was calling, the bar bartender turned and said, "Not that I care, but how would you know this?" The child said, "I've noticed if one could be home, they'd be already there." Then the bartender came out from behind the bar, and in all of his life he was never that far, and he did something else that he thought no one saw. When he took all the cash from the register drawer, then he followed the child to the girl across the street, and we watched from the bar as they started to speak. Then he called for a cab, then he said JFK, put the girl in the cab, and the cab drove away. When we saw in his hand that the cash was all gone from the light that she had wished upon. If you want to arrange it, this world you can change it. If we could somehow make this Christmas thing last by helping a neighbor or even a stranger to know who needs help, you need only just ask. Then he looked for the child, but the child wasn't there. Just the wind and the snow waltzing dreams through the air. So we walked back inside, somehow different I think. For the rest of the night no one paid for a drink. And the cynics will say that some neighborhood kid wandered in on some bums in the world where they hid, but they weren't there, so they couldn't see by an old neon star on that night Christmas Eve. When the snow it was falling, the neon was calling, in case you should wonder, in case you should care, why we on our own never went home on that night of all nights. We were already there. We were already there.
Hey, welcome back, guys. Thanks for that, Valkos. Very lovely indeed.
Applause all around.
Thank you all. A lot of fun making that one.
Yeah, Static said he has a question for us. Go ahead, Static.
All right, so this is kind of. I thought about the best game of the year, like you asked, but then I also thought a good question would be, what is your guilty pleasure game of the year? The one that nobody, but maybe like the person that lives with you knows that you play, and you might play quite a bit of.
That's a good question. Wow. Let's see. I don't know at the moment. I have to think about that for a moment so
Mm.
someone can steal my spot.
Yeah, I kind of mentioned everything I play, so
Oh, Factorio for sure. Yeah,
Ah,
what's that
Factorio.
one?
That's a sandbox automation game, where you build things to automate production, for example, and you
Hmm.
keep trying to tier up to the next tier or whatever. And me and my buddy Brute Squad, he's in the Discord. We play together every Wednesday night on this thing, and we're trying out some new mods to where they're adding like islands and boat transportation and space exploration, just basically a whole new game, really. So like 10 times the size of the original.
Wow.
So it's very fun, very
Yeah.
relaxing game too. So we call it Cracktorio.
That addictive, eh?
Yeah, it is. So
Mine would say, I say it had to have been Vampire Survivor.
Yeah,
ah,
Lothar
yeah,
playing.
said you were playing that.
feeling you on that one, Kira. So
Eh. And then, so I got all the achievements and all the unlockables again. So it's okay. Next patch, bring it on.
yep, exactly. Oh, have
So
you played Scarlet Tower yet, Kira?
Scarlet Tower.
Yeah,
What's that one?
it's basically Vampire Survivors, just another,
I'll have
skin,
to
but
look it up. I'll have to look it
yeah,
up.
is
yeah,
it
it's in early
Scarlet
access at the
Tower?
moment.
I thought it
Yeah,
was.
Scarlet Tower.
I
Um,
know I have that one.
when did it come out?
Mm.
I think it was like October, maybe. It's very
Oh,
recent because it's
just
still in
recent, yeah.
early access right now. Um,
Oh, I was getting that confused with Soulstone Survivor, which is another one that's ripping off Vampire Survivors.
Stone Survivor. You're
Yeah.
gonna make me. You're gonna make me like look up all the crack games, dude.
That one's
Stone
interesting because it
Survivor.
has the twin stick shooter aspect to it, where if you like, with Vampire Survivor, you're running away from everything. You can fire things behind you as you go with a reticle that you can move around.
So it's
I will
more
give you one
interactive.
warning though for Vampire Survivors, especially the more recent characters that came with this last DLC. If you're sensitive to flashing lights, do not play it.
Mm. Yeah, don't want to have a seizure playing a game.
Right. Precisely. So yeah, Scarlet Tower came out in October 31st. So recent.
I guess mine would have to be I got a GameCube this year. I don't know. I bought a broken one for $2 and then I became obsessed and I had to buy a working one because when fan buys something it can't just not be working.
Right?
So I got myself a
Yeah.
GameCube and I playing Animal Crossing on it, like the first
Wow.
one. And
Mm.
yeah, it's interesting. It's definitely I the way that the screen moves between sections was hard to get used to because it's that old Zelda way of doing it. But otherwise, it's a little addicting. I haven't done it lately because other things have come knocking at my door. But I do
Mhm.
pick that up and kind of my little side thing I was doing that nobody really knew I had a GameCube. So I guess that's mine.
You said I bought a GameCube and I was thinking, what year is it again?
Yeah. They're expensive. Oh my goodness, people are like selling just the GameCube for like $150. It's like
Oh.
got mine for 100.
Yeah, I had to buy a VCR recently,
Yeah,
and those are about $150.
I know.
It's like, wow, really for that old technology? But yeah.
What about you, Static? What's yours?
All right, so mine would be Ghostwire Tokyo.
I want to play that. I got it. I just haven't got a chance to play it. Oh no, I got the
Just
demo.
the demo.
Yeah, I got
Running
something
around
of it.
getting all the collectibles and everything is what I really enjoy, and it's kind of laid back until you run into ghosts, so it's
Mm,
kind of like an exploration game. But
yeah, kind of like
yeah, you
BT's
should.
and Death Stranding, eh?
Not quite as
Not quite.
terrifying.
Although Death Stranding
Oh
2.
yeah.
Hey
Oh
Ria.
yeah,
Only got two things. Proud of you.
Oh yay Ria! No
Willpower.
spending too much money at the comic book store. That's a way to refrain yourself, girl. She's horrible.
Oh
She can't
God.
refrain herself.
Yeah. Speaking of comics, I'm recently getting into them now because of my
Are you?
brother.
What
Yeah,
type?
like Marvel right
No.
now. Some DC stuff later, but like I'm really into like Iron Fist and Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange.
Um, but Doctor Strange more so, right? He's my fave for sure. In fact, that portrait right there, see it?
I
That
know, yeah.
drawing?
Rabbit hole.
Yeah, that's Doctor Strange right there, drawn by my father. He gave me
Ooh.
that for my birthday 1 year, so but uh yeah, so I've been collecting a little bit of those issues and my brother gifted me an early Christmas
Aw.
present, a graphic novel from it was an X-Men um graphic novel called House of M. It centers around
Mm.
Magneto and
Mm-hmm.
his kids, who is Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver. So very interesting and tragic story on that one. So that was a fun read. But I just want to have something to read before bed
Yeah.
every night so I can sleep better, and that's been working. So
Yeah, I should really stop playing my Steam Deck before bed, but that's when I play Harvestella.
yeah, I got you. So does that have a blue light filter on that thing or something?
It
Or
does.
no?
It has. I have it going on at 10 o'clock. So when
There
I'm
you go.
laying there, I could definitely tell the difference when it switches it on. It's like, oh, everything's like orange now. But
Yeah,
yeah, it's got
good
blue
stuff.
light filter, so at least that helps.
Yeah, yeah. John's read House of M,
Oh,
of
of course he
course.
has.
Yeah, yeah. It was a great story. I liked it a lot.
Yeah, I'm more into manga. Although I don't, I've got a few volumes, but I don't really read them. I just like how they look on my shelf, just like my strategy guides. I'm like obsessed with strategy guides.
Yeah.
Mm.
I have recently got into manga as well. I don't know if you guys ever heard of Solo Leveling. It's a
Solo leveling?
yeah, it's a Korean manga that's going to be an anime early
Oh,
next year. They're going to have an anime for it, and there's actually you can go through Target and get a fully colorized manga of it. And
nice.
I was like, this is too nice to pass up. So I've been reading that one.
Yeah, considering manga only really colors the first one or two pages, and then the rest is black and white. So, oh, there goes Rhea. Rhea knows what you're talking about. Rhea's all excited. He's like, yeah, Rhea.
It
Now I
it
have to
is
look into it.
kind of a crazy story. It's a So the world gets changed because these gates start opening up,
Ooh.
and then everybody starts to awaken and become like heroes, and they have ranks. And there's this one guy that's called the weakest hunter, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then something happens, and he actually gains the ability to level up. Where everybody else is just you are what you are,
Yeah.
he gains the ability to level up, and then he becomes like overpowered, and it's a really good story.
Sounds like they could adapt
Interesting.
that into a video game too.
I
Oh
hope
yeah.
so because I'm looking if the anime is good when it comes out.
You'll
The
probably get
first
a game.
yeah, I hope so because yeah, it would rock.
Well, look, we got Fairy Tale. We got a whole bunch of Bleach games that are mostly fighter unless you play on mobile, and then you got that Bleach Soul game that you can run around in. So yeah, yeah, I'll have to look at that one. Modern D&D. Ooh, that
Yeah.
sounds interesting. No, cool beans. Anything else you guys got into this year that was pretty cool?
Not really. Not for me anyway. So it's mostly been work.
Yeah.
But I mean, other
Yeah,
than
no
just
new hobbies.
No.
composing like new music and stuff every once in a while, has been fun. But yeah, trying to find time to do said stuff is, or the energy
Yeah.
more so, uh, can be a little tough. But I'm trying to make more time for that if possible. So
Yeah, you need some you time.
yeah, I do. So
Well, this has been my obsession this year. My VBs.
Yes, saw your videos on the watch ones at least.
Yeah, I have to do some new ones in regards to how the new VEs work against the V and DM versions, but uh this is the anniversary ones. This one here's the anniversary one. I just got two watch covers, so I put it on my other one. So it's pretty cool. Yeah,
those are Digipets. Is that
they're
what they're called?
digipets, yeah.
Yeah.
They're watches, they're supposed to be fitness watches, but you could go like this and do the training. So you can kind of cheese it if you want to. And let's just say I cheese it quite a bit. Like, I mean, my
Yeah.
Digimon to
That's why
fight.
we're in
Let's
today,
go.
honey.
It's
So
like, it's a good wrist exercise, right? Like, you're still
there
getting your
you go.
momentum.
Perfect. So
You should get
I'm
one of
burning
those shakers.
0.00002
Put it on
calories
that.
per second right now.
Yeah.
So
Well, it says I've done over like 2,000 steps on one of these. 4,210 steps, and I was at my desk all day. Look at me go.
I mean, I used to have a Pokemon game that came with like a portable pocket Pikachu, and I would just sit
Yeah.
there and shake it
Yeah.
to get the steps,
That's what I used to do with my old Digivices. And then this is a mod that I bought off of Carousel from a guy. I don't know where my cover went, but anyways, it's pretty cool. It makes it into an original Digivice. And then I made my own. I made this for my sister, but I gotta figure out the button. Her watch is in there right now, and then this was my first person. Stand plug myself. Am I still plugged in?
yeah, you're good.
I hear you.
Yeah.
Oh crap! No, I'm not. And my speaker's on. Anyways, that's my first version. This is my second version. Look at the size difference.
Oh wow. So
Yeah, I'm gonna have to plug you guys back in because now you're on my Google, and everybody's gonna hear everybody. You get feedback.
All right, I got distracted a little bit because Lothar said in chat that solo leveling's getting a game. So I was like, what?
yeah, we're just talking about that. So, but yeah, I don't read a ton of well, like any actually manga whatsoever. But like that's not because I don't like any of that stuff. Just you know, I just forget to do certain things that I want to do because there's so much that I would like to do.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, but if there's a
I don't
game,
normally read it either. I was walking through Target and they had like a section of manga up there, and they had like the One Piece and they had that, all the mainstream ones, Fairy Tale and all those. And I was
Mhm.
like, that's cool. But then I saw the solo leveling one, and I was like, oh yeah, I got to get that. And it was episode 1. And then I went online and they had 3 more on the Target site. And then I went on to Amazon and got like the next 2. I have like 5 of them now, and I'm waiting for the 6th one to come out in March. But I don't have any other manga other than that series.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just trying to feel the air while fans messing
Yeah.
It's
over
all
there.
I'll
good.
be back in a second.
Peeks
The
her head
voice
up.
from beyond.
Yeah. I guess the reading that I am placing that with is the comics, but I had to purchase the first issue of that Iron Fist series separately because it was the first appearance of um his name is Lin Lee as Iron Fist. It's always been this character named Danny Rand for those of you who don't know for since the origin story, right? But someone else is taking his place in the modern day stories, and people are like grabbing that comic and just you can't find it. So it
Me.
was on Amazon for $15 when normally it's usually 4, but at least I have it and I'll keep it pristine for the rest of my days. So
If you guys are getting feedback, just let me know. My headset
you're
doesn't
good.
want to register at the moment.
I don't hear any, but the chat would have to let us know.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
keeping
you're
my
all good
Google
here.
Home down so that it doesn't get picked up by my mic. Anyways, well, that was fun. Just crawl under my desk during my Christmas stream. Let's do this.
Fan is back though.
You're hiding Christmas presents.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Santa's coming to town, baby.
Yeah. So what'd you get me this year?
Ooh. Well, sorry.
Oh,
My
just
lovely
sorry.
presents, okay?
Oh, got you.
So I think that with that, do you guys want another song or?
Sure. Let's
All
hear
right,
it.
we'll go with "Wary Christmas" by Moi, starting right now. Where are you, Christmas? Why can't I find you? Why have you gone away? Where is the laughter you used to bring me? Why can't I hear music play? My world is changing. I'm rearranging. Does that mean Christmas changes too? Where are you, Christmas? Do you remember the one you used to know? I'm not the same one. See what the time's done. Is that why you have let me go? Christmas is here everywhere. Oh, Christmas is here if you care. Oh, if there is love in your heart and your mind, you will feel like Christmas all the time. I feel you, Christmas. I know I found you. You never fade away. The joy of Christmas stays here inside us. Fill each and every heart with love. Where are you, Christmas? Fill your heart with love. All right, there we go. Hopefully that turned out okay. Thank you.
Bravo!
Hey.
Yay.
Hey, Christmas music. Love the Christmas music. I always find this time of the year is awesome. And as soon as Christmas is done, it's like, okay, I'm done with winter. Let's go. We're done. Time to start spring. Yeah. Unfortunately, the worst part of winter is yet to come.
My worst part of winter is hinting right now. So.
Oh,
So with
I'm
that,
not saying anything because I live in Arizona.
we'll send it your way. There you go. You can have all the snow.
No.
Turn it to rain on its way there.
Yes.
year. So, but we'll see what happens this year. It's supposed
Yeah.
to be a lot of snow this year over here. So
Yeah.
we'll see.
Well, sitting is now we can get up to 17 inches of snow. So hopefully it's not going to be that much
Like 17 inches tonight?
over the next couple days.
Oh, okay. Like,
No, thank you.
quite the snowstorm there if you get 17 inches
Yeah.
overnight.
It has happened here like that. We've gotten 2 feet of snow overnight before.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, because you get your weather from up here. We push it down
Yeah.
there for you. You get all our
Yeah, and
lovely
plus
leftovers.
it picks up the lake effect.
Yeah. We're like,
Fan
here,
says,
Kira.
"You're welcome."
Yeah. Here's my snow. Please take it away.
I don't want it. That's all right. I send it up to New York after I'm done with it.
Yeah. So, what were you guys doing for movies or TV this year? How was that for you guys? Anything that
Um,
was really good that you enjoyed going out to or finding as a new interest on TV?
Not a new interest for me too much. I I did go out. I would go out and watch the new Marvel movies for sure. So the I think the newest one was Thor: Love and Thunder, I think,
Yeah.
and then before that was the Doc Strange 2, Multiverse of Madness.
Mm,
So those two were extremely good, especially the Multiverse of Madness. I
yeah.
love that one. Um, for TV, I just recently started watching Arcane. I heard people like are recommending that quite a bit.
That's the
Um,
Star Wars spin-off,
no,
right? No.
that's that has to do with League of Legends actually.
Oh,
So,
okay. Sorry. There
which
was another one that started with like an R kind of sound to it for Star
yeah,
Wars. Yeah.
so and I don't play League. I did a long time ago for a couple years and then just like nah, done.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but the show apparently is very good, and I watched episode one, and I can see why.
Mm.
It's pretty. It hooks you pretty quickly. So the animation is top tier. Voice acting is top tier. So
So it's
it really
animated,
pulls
it's
you
not
in.
live action?
Right, animated. So yeah. Anyway,
Encore,
yeah.
there, that's the A name I was thinking of. I don't know, they all sound familiar eventually.
Andor is the Star
Andor.
Wars show. Yeah, 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 yeah. So I haven't seen a preview to that yet, actually.
I heard
So
it's supposed to be really good compared to
yeah.
all the other spin offs that they decided to do. Kind of
Mm,
disappointed in the Obi-Wan one. Like, I
yeah.
know they could have just made him a little stronger. Not
Mm.
Leia so much. She's a little girl. You don't need Leia to be as strong as they made her. Oh, no worry, Josh. Thank you so much for the lurk. Mandalorian was amazing. Yes, I have to agree with Lothar, my husband. Mandalorian was really good, and I still have to watch season 7 of the Clone Wars because I absolutely adore the Clone Wars. It's my favorite Star Wars.
I'll let Kira go next.
Hmm.
I don't really watch TV or movies and stuff. Only thing I really watched this year that I really enjoyed, I did watch some of the Spy X Family.
Yeah, I've heard of that. Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Very good anime. Yep.
So, but I don't watch TV or and I don't go out to see movies and that. But I mostly like listen to like Spotify or put like the lo-fi on YouTube or something. The
Hmm.
lo-fi music loops
Yeah.
I guess.
or put up
Oh,
my time capsule on Spotify.
Yeah. Static?
so I guess the only like main regular TV show that I've watched over the last year is probably Mythic Quest. It's on Apple TV. If you guys aren't familiar with
Hmm.
that, it's a show about people making an MMO, and they
Oh.
just released a new season. It's comical. It's funny. It's yeah. I like that one. It's like the only mainstream TV show I watch. Other than that, I'm like Kira. I watch anime.
Kira, you're
I
fine.
I've been watching a show called Eminence in Shadow, and I really like that one. Uh, Chainsaw Man is another good one. There's a lot of good
I've seen a
anime
lot of
throughout the summer.
stuff with Chainsaw Man. I haven't really gotten into it, but there's like a lot of things going on right now in regards to that anime. Getting quite popular.
Yeah, I keep hearing about it too.
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy, like over the top stuff. I mean, because he's got a chainsaw coming out of his face that's like out to here, and
Yeah.
so just yeah. I won't spoil any of the story, but yeah, it's pretty crazy. But yeah,
Mm.
Eminence of Shadow is probably the one that I think I liked the most this year. It's not on Crunchyroll, but it's on High Dive, so most people probably haven't seen it. It's an isekai, if you guys know what that is.
Yeah.
But
For some reason, my one thing on my USB isn't working and I put my keyboard on it. So I got my headset working. I have to fix it later. But no, that's cool. What are you guys looking forward to in the gaming scene next year?
Oh gosh,
What?
FF16 hands down. Actually got a buddy of mine who him and his wife were at a GameStop
Hmm.
pre-ordering the collector's edition, right, with the statue and
Ooh.
all this stuff, right?
Yeah.
And something happened with their transactions where like they went to place the order and it didn't work. So they tried again and again and again, right? So like 4 different times. And apparently it took it 4 times.
Yikes.
So they
Oh,
they didn't care. They still went through with it. So they have 4 email confirmations saying they ordered 4 copies
Oh
of
my
the collector's edition.
goodness.
And guess who's getting one
wow.
next year?
Yeah.
Yes,
Hey.
I am saving for
Nice.
that for sure.
I
So
guess they could sell them if they
they
yeah.
are. So I'm gonna buy one off of them for sure, and they'll sell the other 2 like on eBay or something like that, or to a friend. I don't know,
Yeah.
but they just
Oh,
out of the
that's
blue, hey, here's a
crazy.
collector's edition for 16. So I'm excited for that one.
Mhm. Kira, anything that you're interested in next year? If you'd like to pick up eventually?
I mean, I would love to be able to pick up 16, but that requires getting the actual like PS5. In
Right?
essence,
Yeah.
but
Not going to be on PC?
hopefully eventually I'll be
Eventually,
able
but not
to
right away.
upgrade. Hopefully eventually I'll be able to upgrade and be able to get that.
Mhm. Yeah, they're coming out with a revision of the PS5. I don't think
Yeah.
that's a rumor. I think Sony's actually come out and said it, right?
Makes sense considering
Yeah.
the pro and the
Well,
stuff like
I know the remake came out on PC and that it has the DLCs that are PS5 exclusive. I know that.
Yeah, I think 16 is going to be PS5 exclusive for 6 months to a year, and then they'll release it for PC.
it's not
Yeah,
bad.
Main
it's
It's
rumor
pretty
is so
typical, right?
Yeah, so it's going to be a digital PS5 where you can buy a CD drive that's PlayStation branded, probably, that you can put into the USB to run the discs from.
nice.
Hmm. Okay.
Yeah, so it's going to be slimmer, and I actually like the size
Yeah.
of my PS5. I think it's sexy. I like the
Same.
look. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
But even if I'm not able to get it, I mean, I'm more than happy to live all the games that,
Mhm.
that are beautiful and that through you guys.
Yeah.
So that's what my streamer friends are for. I can't do it myself. I'm gonna watch you guys have fun.
Yeah.
Live my gaming life through you.
Yeah, I wish they could sell special edition covers for them. I thought that was like the initial rumor about the PS5 plates, is that eventually they'd be able to sell like special edition plates, so you didn't have to buy the special edition PlayStation. You could just swap out your plates.
Yeah.
But
That'd be cool.
yeah, they've been really slow with their marketing with the PS5 accessories that you can do, because there's a lot you can do with it. It's just get on it, Sony. Static, what
Yeah,
about you?
absolutely.
What's the games you're looking forward to next year?
far too many, but I'll just try to keep it down to 3. So Starfield, definitely. I'm looking forward to that one.
What's Starfield?
Yeah, it's the Bethesda one, it's in space, Skyrim in space,
Oh,
basically.
okay.
Yep.
Um,
I'll be on
Diablo
that.
4. Most people
Yes.
don't know, but I'm a
Mm.
huge, huge action RPG fan.
Yeah.
Just running around getting that loot, pinata style, is always good.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah,
and then of
man.
course, like Valko said, Final Fantasy 16. Looking forward to that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lothar
Oh,
says that he would like to get a group together with you guys then, because he likes that as well
yeah.
Yeah,
for
Let's do
the
it.
Diablo.
Diablo definitely.
I'm down. Um, I
I'd be
forgot
down
to
if I'm
mention.
able.
Yeah, there you go. We got ourselves a group.
Yeah, I forgot to mention Hades too. That's one other
Yeah,
one
I
I'm
heard that was
really
coming out.
Oh, yeah.
man. Like I put so much time into the first one. I didn't even like milk it for all it's worth even. And once they announced that, I was like, really? We're gonna do this? Day one, baby. Let's go. Already wish listed,
There you
done.
go.
They released a whole bunch of games, like indie games especially, that I'm really interested in on the Game Awards show. So um
Yeah.
yeah. So
I'm looking forward to Theatertarian. And I got the complete edition, so I'm gonna get all the songs. I've already pre-ordered it. I loved it all when I had it on my phone back in the day. Hi, Loud Kitty. Yeah, good job.
sorry.
And I also had a version on my DS. I think there was a version on the DS. So I'm really excited to have that, and I'm hopefully will be able to stream it. And then also just playing on the VR, the new games. The only thing I don't like is that my two favorite game or my one favorite game, Mossy, on the VR, I have to pay for it again. Which I was like, oh, can't you just give me an upgrade? Just give me an
Yeah.
upgrade. And Final Fantasy 16, I'm actually looking forward to Forspoken as well. Just
Yeah.
because it looks unique. And the demo was a bit choppy, but I heard it was an older demo after I played it. Like Lothar says it was from the when they were out at the game shows, the demo booths, that's what was the demo. And I'm like, well, that would make sense as to say why it was still in development when it has gone gold already. Like, it shouldn't say in development. But it's not bad. I'm looking forward to playing that. And oh, there's so many games coming out next year.
Yeah, no.
Like I pre-ordered a couple, but I got to get through like Star Ocean and Valkyrie and all that. And Valkyrie Lilith, not Lilith. Yeah, Lilith?
Lenneth.
Lenneth, thank you. Lenneth
Yeah.
is going to get released here soon, and I had that I still have it on my PSP. And I remember playing that a lot. So, I'm looking forward to playing that.
Yeah.
Me
Yeah.
too. That's actually my fourth favorite game of all
Yeah.
time.
It's good. Now
So-
that game felt like it had substance, so from what I
Yes.
remember, like
Yes. So
are you
one of
guys
the best
are you guys
soundtracks,
getting
dude.
the pixel remasters?
Mm.
You mean that collector's thing?
Yeah. Like or
I
at
have
least
the-
something on like the consoles now cuz they're releasing it on the consoles.
I may.
The Final Fantasy Pixel remasters. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the collectors 1 through 6, right?
Yeah.
So I have the digital ones on the Steam, obviously,
okay.
from when they first released, but I think Vitz actually put the link in my Discord to the collectors or whatever. It looks great. You
Yeah.
know? So I may. So
Yeah, I think I might pick it up digitally and then wait for the physical to get cheap to add to my collection cuz most of those are like I just want for my collection not to play the disc or anything. Where I'd rather just get it digitally playing it.
fair enough.
I think for me it depends on when it comes out, what comes out around it, and
Yeah.
what I'm playing.
Yeah.
And if there's something else that's going on, then I'll probably wait and hope that it comes out on PlayStation Now or something.
Yeah, it might. I don't see too many Final Fantasies that aren't the older ones coming out. Like, I know these are the older ones, but these are full remasters where 8 didn't get love.
Yeah, but there's a rumor going around right now that Sony's gonna buy Square Enix. So
Oh, that's been going around for a couple years. Jesus, they're not gonna buy Square. Square
I don't know.
says
It's
they
gotten
won't
stronger
sell.
recently.
Well, they gotta be. Well, Square never can market themselves. Like, that's the one thing that's bad about Square Enix. Their marketing team is not strong. Sony's even got a poor marketing team, but not as bad as Square. And then you got Bandai, who only cares about Japanese stuff. And then when you get stuff over here, they're like hardcore up your arse with copyright stuff that shouldn't even be touched. Just like Bandai, bugger off. So, yeah, like Square Enix has really got a tank with 16. Like, tank. To, in my opinion, to be looking at selling to Sony. They might partner with Sony, like do a merger, but not 100% sale over. Like I could see them becoming a Sony subsidiary studio, but not fully Sony owned.
Man. They merged. What would you call that? Squony?
Squony? Yeah. I guess we'll have to get renamed again.
Yeah.
They're used to it. They know what to
Squaresoft,
do. They've done
Square
it.
Enix,
They've done it before. Yeah. I wonder if they'll come out with a Dragon Quest 12 next year or the year after.
12. Oh gosh,
Yeah.
yeah, that'd be cool. So 11 was my first Dragon Quest.
Oh yeah.
Same.
8 was my
I
first.
loved
Yeah.
it. I loved
Me
it.
too.
You should
Me
play
too.
8. 8's amazing. I
I hear
love it.
8's one of the fan favorites. Yeah,
Yeah.
so that's on my list. I've got like this huge,
I know.
ever-growing list of games that I have in Google Sheets.
Yeah.
So, if you want me to share it, I will.
Oh, that'd be
Um,
awesome.
but yeah, it's a lot. It'll surprise you too. Like Witcher is a big one that I haven't played yet, for example. So
Oh, now would be the time with the next gen release that they just had.
Yeah, and what I liked about it is if you own the PS4 version, you got a free upgrade to the PS5 version. So they were still doing that with The Witcher.
yeah,
Actually, I should replay it. I never finished The Witcher 3. I got halfway through, and then my other games were looking all beautiful eyed at me and saying, "Why are you ignoring me?" And so I had to go play them.
It
yeah,
is a large game.
Yeah.
yeah. So I do own it. But yeah, there's the list in your chat there.
Ah, thank you.
No problem.
I wasn't sure if you wanted to share it with everybody or just me.
No, it's whatever. So
All right.
it's on YouTube anyways, like in every video now. So
No.
people can view it at will
Yeah.
and
Legacy of
bash me
Kain.
for all the stuff I haven't played. So
You haven't played Legacy of Kain?
no,
You
I do
you
own
are
it.
not a gamer, my friend. I'm just kidding.
I
I
haven't
know. I'm a
played it.
musician, so hi. So
And you're also missing the first Legacy of Kain, which I think you can get on Steam, but I won't hold you to that
yeah.
one.
So there's a lot of stuff I haven't played that's popular.
That's
So
just
like
it. Well, keep going. Sorry.
no, that's all right. Just I was gonna say BioShock is another big one too. So
Okay, that's it. You have to play BioShock right now. That's it. That's the game we're playing.
I'll do it after Tales of Arise. Okay.
Okay, I see a bigger disappointment for myself on his list,
What's
and
that?
that's the whole Persona series.
Yeah.
Well, I don't blame him. I've only played 5, and I barely I got stuck on 4 and kind of quit for now. So I might
To
have to
say
restart that one.
Persona is like I was recently playing 5, and I was just got done with Futaba's, and I just completely lost interest. It's like I just could not do it no more.
Yeah.
I'm sorry for all the Persona 5 fans out there. I cannot do it.
Yeah.
That place took me so long to get through. I burnt out. I'm like, nope, I'm done.
Yeah, you could get lost in her place.
I remember trying Persona 3 for a little bit, and initial impressions weren't good, but like not a fair shot, clearly. So I need to, commit to more of it just to make sure I really don't enjoy the style. But I'm sure Persona 5 will carry me pretty far. I'll end up enjoying that a lot, I'm sure. So
Yeah, Persona 5's a really different revamp to the Persona style. Even if you go back to 4 Golden, it's the night and day difference between the feel of 5 and that one. So I played the original 5. I haven't played all of the new re-release of 5 at this time. I don't know, adding that extra character and stuff, it just didn't really draw me back into the game. So we'll have to.
Wait, I'm sorry, I was wrong. It wasn't Futaba. It was the Big Bang Burger place.
The bank?
That one.
The one with the pig?
Yeah, the burger place.
Oh, the burger
with
place.
yeah, I can't think of her name off the top of my head because she's comes so late and you don't really get to see her that much. The daughter of the guy who owns the burger place, the burger company.
Is that in the original game or is
Haru,
in
there
the
you go.
R?
That's the name, Haru. Yeah, that's in the original. The one that's in Royal is the gymnast, and I can't think of her
Oh,
name
yeah,
off the
yeah,
top of my
yeah.
head either.
Yeah, she's the other Joker type character, which we really didn't need another Joker type character, but sure. That's my opinion.
You know, I get that, games like Persona are not for everybody. I guess for me, Persona 4 and 5 have a spot here because I played them with my community and pretty much let them make all the decisions on
Yeah, oh, those are great
everything I
games to do
did.
that with. Yeah.
So
yeah.
you got
I-
quite the backlog though.
No, I think we
Yeah,
all
it's
do.
gonna keep growing.
Yeah. I
So
don't even think about looking at my PS4 library here. I have so much,
That's my
like,
backlog.
uh,
Not even
that's
including
why
my
I'm,
digital library, which equals twice the amount of that. Like,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
I look at my
'Cause
digital,
I
I'm
was
like,
one
oh,
of
let's get
those,
that.
is like, it was like the PS Plus games, but the freebies will come out, and I was like, I'll
Oh,
play this later, and I never do.
I'm like, I'm gonna
Yeah.
add this, and just so I don't lose it, right?
Yeah.
I
Got that
told
free is
Lothar's
free mentality.
yeah, I told Lothar's the other night. I'm like, dang it, honey, I really got to stick to one game and finish it. I've got like 7 games going. I'm not
Yeah.
shitting you. I've got like
And
7
I
different
am
games
not
going.
any better. I am not any better because I'm like, I was playing the remake, then it was starting to bother my hands, so I watched the 7 original. Then also now I'm gonna replay through Tales of Arise. I'm gonna replay through Ease 8, and like, I'm like,
Well,
pop, pop.
even having time to replay games is not the same as when I was younger. Like when I was younger,
Yeah,
you didn't have access to games so readily. So I played Final Fantasy 8 10 times because that's the only
yeah,
game I really had. Now I get a game, I'm lucky if I finish it. And if I do finish it, I'm lucky if I get to replay it or have the drive to replay it because I see everything else ahead of it. And I'm like, I don't have time. And then there's the odd one where, like Final Fantasy 8, Kingdom Hearts, those ones get a guarantee replay almost once a year or once every other year
yeah,
because that's just what they are to me. They're my replayable games. Final Fantasy 10, I'm playing that in
exactly.
Japanese right now on my Japanese PS2. And I'm already past Operation Mihan on it.
Yeah,
And I'm getting every other word, but I know I could play it blindfolded. So playing it in Japanese isn't hard for me because I could play that game blindfolded. So,
yeah. I
right?
get that. I was that way with the Near Automata
Oh,
and
yeah. It's nice.
15. I mean, I replayed those two games so many times.
Yeah.
I actually went through my Steam list a long time ago to say, okay, what the hell do I own, and are they fun?
Yeah.
So I huge list, and then what I did was like try every single one of the games that were in that list, and put them into like star rating categories of
Oh,
first
that's a good
impression. Like
idea.
I have a 3-star category, 4-star, 5-star, etc. Um, and every time I get a new game, that's the treatment it gets until I can get back around to it. So at least I
Right.
can see that it exists there, and like, okay, I sort of like this, really, really like this one.
Yeah.
So
What
like
time frame do
BattleTech,
you
for
give it to
example,
get an impression? Do you play it for 2 hours? Do you play it for half a day?
depends.
Yeah.
Because if you have like your typical platformer or like little action retro game, that takes
Mm-hmm.
like a minute or two, maybe,
Yeah.
5 minutes or something like that, then I can decide. But if it's like a big game, like a tactical game, like BattleTech, for
Mm-hmm.
example, that took me a couple of hours to decide, and I got really hooked into BattleTech. Actually, that's a 5-star for me
Yeah.
right now. Um, but yeah, it depends on the game. So
Yeah, I imagine a lot of RPGs and that,
Yeah.
will you definitely take a few hours in before you can decide because, this the typical RPG thing is, it starts out just like basically a narrative, a visual novel, then it'll actually get to the game.
Yeah.
right,
Well, like look at
so
Kingdom Hearts 2. Takes you 3 hours to get out of the tutorial and get to Sora. So
yeah, there you go.
Hmm.
So yeah.
then you got those games that are still unlocking features 10 hours in, and you're like, oh, God, why didn't you give me this at the beginning? It would have changed
It
everything.
only gets good after 10 hours, man.
Exactly.
Stay the course. Yeah, right.
Yeah, I kind
So,
of got that impression when I was playing Cold Steel. I'm like almost the end game. It's like you just unlocked the what?
Yeah. Or when they give you a double jump at like nearly at the end of the game and you could have really used it 7 hours before or something, or 10
Right?
hours before. Yeah. All right, so we're gonna do our next song. This one's gonna be by Kira, and it's Silver Bells. So here we
Sorry
go,
about the
Kira.
acapella.
You
that's a
are we
favorite.
fine.
This first song is Silver Bells. Sorry for the acapella. City sidewalks busy sidewalks, dressed in holiday style. In the air, there's a feeling of Christmas. Children laughing, people's passing, meeting smile after smile. And on every street corner you'll hear silver bells, silver bells. It's Christmas time in the city. Ring-a-ling, hear them ring. Soon it will be Christmas Day. Strings of streetlights, even stoplights, blink a bright red and green as the shoppers rush home with their treasures. Hear the snow crunch, see the kids bunch. This is Santa's big scene. And above all the bustle, you hear silver bells, silver bells. It's Christmas time in the city. Ring-a-ling, hear them ring. Soon it will be Christmas Day. Silver bells, silver bells. It's Christmas time in the city. Ring-a-ling, hear them ring. Soon it will be Christmas Day.
Oh, yay, Kyra! Good job.
Thank you. Sorry,
You, young lady. You,
I'm
young
severely
lady.
self-conscious. I'm sorry.
You, young lady, have been holding out on me.
There you go. I'm just bringing you
I've
talent,
sang for
Valkos.
you
I'm bringing you
before.
talent.
I did not know you had that good of a voice. That is insane.
You.
What the hell?
I
Okay.
need you to record me a lullaby so that I can just play it before I go to sleep and then just be like mellowed out. Be
There you
great.
go. Perfect candidate right there. So, yeah.
Does anybody in the
Very
chat
good,
have
Kyra.
any questions they'd like to ask the people in the podcast? Everybody's been so quiet.
They chilling, enjoying the
Oh yeah,
convo, and
it's like music.
yeah,
I'm
and the
being put
music.
to sleep. Do you guys have pretty good Christmas plans?
I went first every time, so
Well,
I'll go
I'm
last.
here. Well, I'll go. I mean,
Go
I'm
ahead.
here with I'm just I'm spending the weekend with my kids. I mean, I don't really celebrate it, neither does he. His is religious, mine is just like, kids are grown, parents are
Mhm.
gone, so it just,
It's a
kind
day.
of fell out. Yeah, it's a day. And that, but I'm spending the weekend here. I'll probably make them like dinner while I'm here and stuff
Mm,
like that.
homemade mummy cooking.
So, yeah.
Yeah, can't beat that. Where's my
Even though
invitation?
it's me.
We're all
Come
going
on
to
over.
Kira's for
Come on.
supper.
Come on. Well, no, it's Kuja's, not Kira's.
Oh, yeah, Kujas for supper.
I guess I'll go ahead and kind of date myself. Pretty much just staying at home with the wife, mainly because the kids are up north and they're living with my ex, and my ex is going up to visit my second oldest daughter in Alaska, who's pregnant and gonna
Ooh.
have a baby this
Aw,
month. So
Congrats.
congratulations.
Awesome.
So yeah, I'm gonna be a grandfather. I don't know how I feel about that yet. But so yeah, that's pretty much it. They're staying up there because their mom usually is the one that drives them around. They're all 18 and older though. They should get their act together, but
Yeah.
that's what any father would say, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, keep
So
being that dad. So
I'm
I don't think
going.
I have a choice.
Yeah. No, it's all right. Got to be some sort of wisdom in their ear. I'm just gonna go to my parents. My daughter's already there, hanging out with grandma. Hopefully, make me some fresh homemade buns. They're so good. And Lothar's and I will just head up Christmas Eve, spend the night, come back home. Hopefully, leave my daughter there still, so we could have some alone time because it's been a while.
Yeah.
And I probably need to do some work on channel stuff, but mostly just gaming because I'm off until the 3rd, so I got lots of time to catch up on my games.
nice.
And yeah,
Very cool.
stay warm because it's going to be in the minus 30 to 40 range here for the next week. So
Brr,
wind
Crazy.
chill.
brr, brr, brr.
Yeah, so for me, I'll be spending time with the family like we do every single Christmas at
Hey, what are you
mom's house.
cooking? You know you're cooking something, and you're going to show it off, and we're all going to be jelly.
Yeah. So I'm making dessert actually this time
Mm.
around. I'm making two different barks, some peppermint bark and also some gingerbread bark. Um, I did that last year with peppermint and s'mores, which was really, really good.
Mm.
Um, but other than that, just your typical presents,
Mm-hmm.
go around the circle. Okay, you open one, you open one, you open one, etc., etc. So,
Mm-hmm.
and there's a lot of presents this year, actually. So
Santa
me, and my-
Velcos.
yeah, me and my brother went kind of overboard a little bit. So, but whatever. So mom
You
and
might
dad
as
will
well when you can,
take
right?
them like it. Do what?
You might as well when you can, right?
Yeah, exactly. So, but no traveling or anything like that. I'll be seeing my grandfather hopefully in January because he's unfortunately on his last legs. So he's in hospice care at the moment.
Yeah.
So, but he's 93. He's up there. But yeah. So hopefully get to see him in January.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Yep.
Anything you guys want to touch base on? What are you
Moment.
guys playing right now? Like, what's everybody's current game that's got them busy?
Marble Snap. Scarlet Tower.
Except
Valkyrie
for on your
Elysium.
mobile.
Yeah, Valkyrie Elysium. Um, what's installed on Steam right now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Uh,
sorry, go ahead.
no, you're good. You're good. Go ahead.
I mainly been playing Genshin Impact, Pokemon Violet are my main
How do
two
you
games right now.
how do you find Violet?
I like it. I mean, I'm actually getting close to towards the quote unquote end game. I got like 2 gems and the Starbase boss left to fight. That's it, and the Elite Four.
Nice.
So Violet's the one that came out this year, right? The other one was Scarlet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Scarlet and Violet. Okay,
Yeah,
I
Scarlet
always
and
think of it
Violet.
Scarlet, and I never hear anybody talk about Violet, so it didn't
I
ring a bell.
like the main. I don't know. I want to call it a mount. I don't know what else to call it. The legendary that that version legend. I like the looks of that one better.
So
So that's why I got it.
you get a mount as well as a starter one with that one. It's
Or
different than
is
the
your
other.
starter the mount?
Yeah, I guess that's a good question.
I guess you know how every version has its own like legendary
Oh, at the end of the game, right?
yeah, but this one it starts with it and you get it as a mount pretty much.
Do you get to battle with it, or is it just primarily there for
If
transportation?
it does, if you do, I haven't unlocked that part
Oh,
yet.
okay.
But the farther into the game you get, the more powers it unlocks. So it can glide, it can climb, it can swim.
Oh wow.
Hi, Josh.
Hey, welcome back, Josh.
Hmm.
What about you, Static? What are you playing?
I think a few days ago I finished up Ragnarok, so I was playing God of War Ragnarok
I
to
just started.
finish. Yeah, I won't spoil anything. It's you got to play all the way through. And if I was to give you one pointer, do everything that you can sidewise.
Oh, side
And if you look at
questing?
them, yeah, and get as much as you can. I mean, there's certain things like we're talking about features that unlock at ends of games that you have to use and go back. There are those in Ragnarok. I would say about 2/3 of the way through. So once you get all of those, and you know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about when you get it because it unlocks something, you're like, how do I do that?
Yeah.
And then you get it, and you're like, okay, now I can do that. Then you're gonna want to go back. I say do all that stuff, all the side quests before you go to the end just so that you're more prepared and you don't have to go back. Like I'm going back afterwards, which is fine, but there's a lot of dialogue and stuff that changes along the way due to what you've done.
Oh,
Yeah,
so it's story consequences if you do it.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Yeah, but other than that, I've been taking a couple days off to get caught up on my anime because
That's
I've
okay. That's
been
pretty cool to me.
yeah
Yeah.
I've been going into work more than I normally have. I haven't been teleworking as much over the last 3 weeks, so haven't been able to watch as much anime. But yeah,
Yeah.
so that's it. And I'm waiting for the next game to come out that I want to put on my channel. That's probably
Mm.
Yeah, no,
where
that's
I'm
cool.
at.
Velkos, what you doing except for your mobile game?
Snap.
Oh yeah, how can I
Don't say
forget?
Marvel Snap.
So, Snap
I don't
Mode.
have anything against mobile games. I'm just saying, like, there's more than just mobile.
I know. So, yeah, as I said earlier, I'm playing through Valkyrie Elysium currently. Um, and also, how can I forget this? I just got a PS5, so I'm playing through Crisis Core at the moment.
Hey.
So, and really liking that. It's my first time playing it. I know
Nice.
the story, sort of. I know the ending clearly.
Yeah.
Um,
Everybody should know the
but like,
ending. Like,
yeah, but like, I'm really kind of roped into Sephiroth right now,
he's a
seeing
good guy
his
right now.
like non-evil persona.
Before
It's
he
weird,
loses
but
his mind. Yeah.
yeah, it's weird, but it's cool. Like this dude has emotion. What?
This
So
guy cares.
exactly.
He's
So,
got friends.
but yeah, I like it a lot. The combat was a little clunky for me at the beginning, but very quickly I adapted to it, and it's now very fun.
Yeah.
Because I'm now able to like capitalize on the evasion timing. I'm getting
Yeah.
good at that, and the block timing and stuff. So yeah,
It's
it's a lot of
definitely
fun.
a lot smoother than the PSP version.
I can
Um,
imagine. Yeah.
I got it when it first came out on PSP, and I literally did not put that sucker down till I completed it. And
Mm.
they definitely fixed a bit of the PSP goodness out of it that wasn't really that good, but
Yeah.
and it's an excellent game. I agree with you there. Yep. Is that where you're leaving it, Velkos?
I suppose. Yeah. Um. Anything else? Like on console, I'll get more games as it comes out, obviously. So I'm gonna be getting God of War Ragnarok from my good friend who lives in Florida. He's sending that my way,
Nice.
and I'm hoping to get Horizon Forbidden West for Christmas. We'll see. And Gotham Knights is another one on my list.
Oh yeah, I forgot that one's
Um.
coming out. Yep.
Yeah. Um. Midnight Suns, Marvel Midnight Suns. I want to get into that as well. But all those are not current. I'm just,
I would suggest
spitballing
getting
some names.
Star Ocean too. It's really a real good drawback to how good Star Ocean was prior to the last couple.
Yeah, that's on my list as well. So, but yeah,
Yeah.
all the Star Ocean games are on my I've never played list. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Second is my favorite.
yeah. People are really dogging on me. Like, you haven't played this? What's wrong with you?
Yeah.
Like,
How dare you not play it when it came out on PlayStation
To
1
feel
back in
better,
the day?
I only
right.
own one Star Ocean game.
Yeah. Which one do you
See,
have,
there you
Kira?
go.
Last Departure R.
That one's not bad.
Me too. I think it's on Steam, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I have that one as well.
That's the first game. That's a remake of the first game,
Oh,
I believe.
okay.
Because
I
I
didn't know
have it.
that.
I have it on PS4.
Yeah. Star Ocean First Departure. Star Ocean Second Story, which also became Second Depart. Was it? But the PSP version changed the title.
Second Evolution, is that
Second
it?
Evolution, yeah. So I
Okay,
prefer
so I need to
Second
like,
Story. Although Second
yeah.
Evolution, the PSP version fixed up a lot of the PS1 issues, but I played the PS1 version, so I'm kind of like stuck on that one as my favorite. But I also own both. And then they have Second Evolution released in Japan on the PS4, but they have not. They've got all the English voice acting from the original PS1 game. The PS1 game had English voice acting. It had English dubbing. Subbing? English subbing.
Yeah.
But they could take all that and bring it over here. I don't know what their problem is. I had to buy it in Japanese just so I could own it on a new console.
Sometimes it's the way it works out.
Yeah.
So I guess I got to update my list then because it doesn't make sense for me to like play the original one when First Departure R is one.
Yeah,
Right.
play the R because you could do fast travel, or you could speed things up so you could go a lot faster in areas, and it's a good time saver. It's like playing Final Fantasy VIII now versus playing Final Fantasy VIII on the PS1. The draw system is much slower than what you can do it on the new, so might as well go with the new one, right?
It's nice. I experienced that for sure. So
Yeah.
yeah. So I guess Second Evolution too. I can just use that and not Second Story, right?
Second Evolution's the PSP updated version from the PS1. Yeah, Second Story and Second Evolution are the same game. Yeah.
I'll leave them on there for now, but later I'll just fix it, so I'm not playing
And
the same game.
yeah, the
So
PS2 game was my next favorite one because that one I completed. I can't remember what it was called.
time
Hmm?
till the end of time.
Till the End of Time. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
that's
then
the one
the
people
yeah,
really
the
want me to
ones
play.
on the PS3 were they were okay, but I never really did finish them. No, I finished one. The one with the annoying girl. Okay. Hey.
So I look forward to. Thank you.
Yeah.
So,
You'll love her when you get to meet her. But
yeah,
anyways,
can't
I could
wait.
go on and on about Star Ocean just like Kingdom Hearts.
Mm.
The games I'm into right now, well, I'm doing a lot of early access games like Coral Island. Um, uh, what is that one? Tavern? There's a Tavern one. I think it's full access now though. Tavern's Rest.
Hmm.
Um, like a lot of farming sims because damn it, Stardew Valley, you just woken up the demon inside me that wants to do farming sims. Besides farming sims, you guys know what I'm streaming, so that's Star Ocean and Crisis Core now, and of course Digimon for Life on Sundays. Outside of that, I started Ragnarok. I'm playing Valkyrie on the side just because I kind of wanted to get through it and see if it was stream friendly, and plus I wanted to play it because I didn't want to wait. And I'm playing Harvestella, which I'm really enjoying. That's the one I'm spending most of my time on right now is Harvestella, and I'm playing it on my Steam Deck mostly, and on my PS5. Yeah, just mostly just streaming with that one right now with the Star Ocean and Crisis Core. Like I said, most of my PS5 games that I'm really excited about are coming out in the new year. Theatertarian, the VR stuff, and Forspoken. Can't wait for that. That's coming out in February too, right? Forspoken? No, January. January 26th, Forspoken. Then
It
like
is in
February's Theatertarian, as well as the VR. And there's something else. Why do I feel like there's something else in February?
There's a lot in the beginning of the year.
And then a lot in June too, because that's when 16 comes out. Holy crap, it took 2 stores to get milk. Oh my goodness. That is
Oh,
crazy, Rhea. Gonna be a late night. If you haven't left the city yet, Rhea, you still got like an hour drive home.
There's also One Piece Odyssey. I'm kind of interested in seeing that one. That's
What's that
January
about?
13th. Open world One Piece, if you know what One
Oh,
Piece is.
oh, I know what you're
And
talking about. Yeah.
yeah, it just looked kind of interesting. That's January 13th. Forspoken's January 24th.
Mm-hmm.
Neptunia Sister versus Sisters coming out on the January 24th, but I don't think any of you guys have
I
played the
don't know what
Neptunia
that
games.
is. Yeah.
Nep Nep, you don't know what that is? Like a kangaroo? Yeah. I streamed it because some of my audience wanted it. It's JRPG with some girls. It's really just kind of silly.
Is it like a fan service type game?
Yeah, kind of. Dead Space,
Okay.
January 27th. I'm just looking at the PlayStation 5 right now.
Yeah.
Seed of Life. I think that one seemed interesting. Oh, Hogwarts Legacy, February
Yes, I
7th.
forgot about that one. That's
How did
another
we
one I want
all
to
forget
play.
that? Yeah, we
Yeah.
all forgot that one. I do want to play that one too. Wild Hearts looks like it could be good.
Oh,
Like
is
a
that the one
dragon.
from Shadow, like the same creator as Shadow Hearts? Or is that the creator of Shadow Hearts is making a new game?
They say the product of partnership between EA and Koei Tecmo, an action RPG of Monster Hunter ilk.
No, that's not the right one then.
Yeah, it does look interesting. I've seen the videos on it, and it looks like something I want to keep my eye on, but I don't know yet. Like a Dragon Ishin comes out in February.
Non-stop
Eh,
games.
there's a lot coming out in the early, and that's just PlayStation 5. That's not anything else that I didn't look
Maria's
at
like,
Xbox
gimme
or
Ishin,
Switch.
gimme. Maria's like, fuck Hogwarts. She doesn't like J.K. Rowling. She's like anti-J.K. Rowling. So
Eh, I can understand that.
mm.
Ishin looks pretty good. Yeah, Like a Dragon is the spin-off of the Yakuza series,
That's
and
what
they're
I
going back to
thought.
the Edo period where you're like a samurai, so it could be
Ooh.
good.
Yes, give me samurai swords. I still have to play what's
Ghost of
that one?
Tsushima.
Yeah, Ghost of Tsushima.
Oh, I'm
Lothar's played it through and he
disappointed.
absolutely loved it.
You have to play that. It's an
Oh, I know.
excellent
I
game.
plan to. It's on the backlog. The backlog that stares at me makes me feel bad. It's like, leave me alone. Boring a hole in the back of my head.
Shit.
Sad. But I'm trying.
I don't even look at
Like-
my backlog. I don't even want to
Yeah.
know.
Alright guys, I think it's time for another song from Valkos. What was your second song, Valkos? I'll let you announce it.
This one is called Different Wings by the same artist, Trans-Siberian Orchestra. So,
Alright, here we go. Hope you guys enjoy.
Dream, child, as childhood wants to do. Dream all this night will allow. Dream, child, dream with an angel's view out there, safe in your clouds. Wait for me now. I will be there for you, no matter what tomorrow may bring. This I will vow. I will be there for this child with different. Dream, child, stars have been rumored to see dreams within newborn eyes, and in their arms I believe they do keep safe until you arise. Wait for me now. I will be be there for you no matter what tomorrow may bring. This I will vow, I will be there for this child with different wings.
All right, there we go. Yeah, good job.
Thank you.
So we'll have 2 more songs yet tonight. That will be our last song here tonight from Valkos. So thank you guys again so much for sending in music when you could. And hopefully next year I'll have more time. It's just my in real life stuff this last few weeks has been chaotic. So I'm even surprised I made it work tonight. So thank you guys so much again. Come on, guys, give us something to
Thankful.
talk about in the chat. Let's go. Do your job, chat. No. You guys are awesome. What am I saying?
Your contract.
Yeah, you guys come watch you ask questions, but we're just happy that you're here and spending time
Yeah.
with us. Yeah. Should be interesting. I'm hoping that they do some more trials for like the VR games because I'd like to really just try them out before I buy them. Because half the time is like I buy a VR game and it's like, oh, this is interesting. Like I had this like little knight guy and I'm like standing over top of him and he just runs around. It's kind of like what is it? Spiral type world transition, but you're like your little guy can get lost, so he's hard to find. And it's like, okay, this I could see where they were going with it, but I don't know if it was worth what I paid for it. So yeah.
I got my PSVR late in the cycle, and then I got a PS5 soon after, and I never got the adapter. So I played my VR for about a month, and then it's been kind of gathering dust ever since.
You can still apply for the adapter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I might just go VR2 then.
Oh yeah.
Do you know if VR1 games are going to play on the VR2 or not?
So far the only ones I know that have got a PSVR 2 upgrade with purchase is Mossy 1 and Mossy 2. It's up to the developer if they're going to upgrade them and if they're going to charge you for them or not. Now with Mossy, I think it's a release of book 1 and 2 together for $39.99. I don't know if that's Canadian or US. So you're getting both games for that cost. But I already own one. I'd really like to just upgrade that one and maybe pay like $20 for the second one, but alas, they're making them as if they're new copies. And
Yeah.
that's just that developer. I could see them doing like Sony in-house ones like Astrobot. I would love to have Astrobot on the VR2. Like those type of games didn't have as much screen scaling as some other games I found. Hey DP, there you
Hey,
are,
DP.
buddy.
Yo, what's up?
Phoenix, what's up?
Happy
Long time
holidays.
no see.
So most PlayStation VR 2 are supposed to be upgradable. So I think what Lothar's is saying, most PSVR 1s are supposed to be upgradable.
Be upgradable.
Yeah. I want to test out though, like when I get my VR 2, if I launch a VR 1 game, what is it going to do? Is it just going to play like it's just on a flat TV? Or it's not going to register at all because I'm using a PS5 controller, not a PS4 controller? Because most of them you need to register a PS4 controller for it even to let you into the game. So,
Hmm.
be interesting. Something to play around with.
Yeah, I was curious about that. The PS4 controller that can be integrated with PS5.
Oh yeah, you can play your PS4 controller with your PS5. You just don't have all the DualSense functionality. But just like you could use was that PlayStation 3 controller on a PS4, you can use a PS4 controller on a PS5.
It's just the regular plug and play USB.
No, it
Hit the
uses
PlayStation
Bluetooth.
button.
It uses Bluetooth too.
No, I mean like to register it or whatever. You
Yeah, you just plug
go
it in
through
and yeah, you register
USB.
it. Yeah.
Got you. All right, I'll get that done for sure. But I'm actually handing down my PS4 Pro to my brother.
There you go.
So he he got my last one when I upgraded to the Pro standard, and now that one's a paperweight, unfortunately. So
Yeah.
something. Um,
Well,
he's
you
gonna get
guys,
that.
you know that if you put your PS4 in another room, you could remote play into your PS5 wherever it is in the house, right? So if you want to lay in bed and play your PS5 and your PS5 is in your office, you just turn your PS4 on remote in and then you're in your 5.
Yeah, that's a cool feature. So
Yeah.
I have 3 rooms in
Yeah.
this apartment, so I'm all good.
It's not that
But
far away to go to it.
right when I move, I might take a interest in that. But yeah, for right now, remote play is just kind of whatever at the moment. But unless I use the Vita,
Yeah, you
I
could do
use the
that
Vita
too.
sometimes.
Yeah.
So
The only thing I don't like about the Vita is since it's purely over Wi-Fi instead of the hardwiring that you could do with your consoles, the latency and the graininess in and out sometimes occurs more often.
I think the Wi-Fi is gonna be a problem for me though. I do have fiber over here,
Yeah,
so I
I
have
know
a
me.
gig up and down.
It doesn't matter. Me too.
Um,
It's the Wi-Fi in the Vita itself and the way it can connect to the speeds rather than the Wi-Fi you have in your home.
I see.
Yeah.
But did you get the Vita that just had the Wi-Fi, or did you get the Vita that also you could put on a phone service like T-Mobile or whatever?
I don't have that at all. No.
It's probably just the Wi-Fi
But
only version.
yeah.
Because I got the
So
one that you could use with the service, and I've never had an issue with that. I'm
mm,
wondering if there's a different hardware
It
setup
is,
or not.
you've got a radial antennae in there that they use for cell phones that boosts the 3G signal versus the Cat 5 signal you're getting from your router. So,
Yes, that
depending on
makes
the
sense.
congestion on the tower that you're on, you might even have better speeds than your internal internet at home through Wi-Fi. Sorry, I work for a telecommunication company, so
oh, fair enough. It's good info
yeah.
because yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna
Remember,
say any further of my job.
It's fine.
I remember I used to have to use remote play a remote play app on my PC
Yeah.
to stream because I didn't have a dual monitor at the moment at the
Oh.
time. So that was fun. So but yeah, second monitor changes lives, everybody. Just so you know.
Oh yeah,
So
no, I love my setup. I've got 2 monitors
mm,
and then my 4K TV, and I use my 4K TV as a third monitor, and I just end up having all my things coming through it. So makes a big difference when you have your monitoring over here and your main gaming in front of you.
I need to upgrade to 4K at some point. So
Oh, especially if you
still
got
got
a
my 10.
PS5. Holy crap. You cannot play
I
Horizon and
know.
God of
Yeah.
War without a 4K TV. Like, they're cheap now. You go to Walmart and get a 4K TV for like $327 or whatever it is in the US. Probably cheaper.
You just might have enticed me then. So
Yeah. You could get
there was
probably,
another one.
yeah. You don't have to get like the name brand. Get an RCA. RCAs work fine. I've had RCAs and I found the picture quality. Yeah, it's not as hyper sensitive as a Samsung, but for what you need it for, the 4K looks gorgeous on it.
I'll definitely consider that. The one that I have, the 1080p, is definitely
Yeah.
not a Samsung.
Yeah.
So, but that one was gotten on like a Saturday
And
layaway
Black
sale, like
Friday.
Black
Oh no,
Friday.
sorry. Boxing Day's coming. Get a Boxing Day sale.
A Boxing Day?
Yeah, we don't have
Boxing
that
Day.
in
Wait,
the US.
You don't have
We don't have
We don't
Boxing
have
Day
that in
Boxing
the
Day
sale?
US.
here.
What?
No.
no.
No, I don't even know what that is. Never heard of it.
Same.
I didn't know that was just a Canadian thing.
Yeah, Boxing Day
Apparently
is
so.
Canadian.
Okay, well, our Boxing Day is what we had before we had Black Friday, because you guys had Black Friday, right? So we would
Yeah.
have Christmas, and the 26th on Boxing Day, everything would go on sale. So it would be our Black Friday. People would be lined up. People would, like be like at the store at like 2 o'clock in the morning. And then about 10 years ago, we got to do Black Friday like the States. So we brought in Black Friday. So now that we got Black Friday, it's like we get the same deals on Boxing Day. So most of the people get all their shopping done on Black Friday, and Boxing Day's got the shit end of the stick now.
Yeah, well, here the day after Christmas is everybody plugging their stores to return stuff.
Oh.
He's not wrong about that one.
Okay,
So.
yeah.
No.
Yeah.
So yeah,
And
you
then
don't want to
you
Hey
go
can
mom,
to.
also
I
Black
hate
Friday
this
two
new,
for
I
you.
hate this new you got me. Can I please return this? So
Look at what my grandma got me. Just take it.
Like all like no, just like Halloween, all the candy and that is going to be on sale, and like all the Christmas decorations and that are going to be on sale. So
Oh yeah, no, we have like literally Boxing Day prices.
yeah,
And Boxing Day used to only be on Boxing Day, but now Boxing Day kind of like starts a week ahead, or it runs from Boxing Day into January. It's like it's no longer one day, but we don't have like a Cyber Monday. We have Cyber Monday on Cyber Monday. We don't have a Cyber Monday for Boxing Day. So really, your best deals, if you want them, is to do it right on Boxing Day.
Hmm.
So buy something
Okay.
from Amazon Canada and have it shipped to you for cheaper.
the tricks, I like it. So. Yeah,
yeah.
look at
Here
this.
they just have like they start the Black Friday sales depending on the store.
Yeah.
But like places like Walmart, they'll start theirs like the week of
Yeah.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah. We're kind of copying up here now where instead of it just being one day, it's like a week long. Like our Boxing Day sales and our Black Friday sales almost start 5 to 6 days before the actual day that it's supposed to be on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it used to be Black Friday, then Cyber Monday, but now it's just like a week-long thing.
Yeah. There's really no difference between Cyber Monday. I'm getting feedback from Valkos' side. Do you want to turn down your speaker just a bit?
Yeah, I don't know what's up with that. Sorry. So
Super sensitive mic. It's okay.
I've even got the noise gate on, right? Hang on.
Yeah.
You can continue.
Anyways, so yeah, so it's almost the sales online are almost as good as in store on Black Friday. So what the heck's with Cyber Monday? There's really no difference anymore.
Yeah. Cyber Monday is more or less it's for the online shoppers, not instead of the brick and mortar.
Yeah. Well,
There used to be actually at one point in time they used to have to be separate entities. Now they're not.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Boxing Day and July sales too. We get Boxing Day, like we get Christmas in July, Boxing Day in July. It's like whenever they want to do sales, let's just call it a holiday and have a sale.
Yeah.
We get people more hyped and out there. So
Yeah. Christmas in July. No.
All right, I have a level there, so maybe that'll help.
Yeah, I don't hear myself anymore.
Okay.
But okay, what other traditions might be different between our two cultures? If you guys don't know, I'm from Canada, and these three here are from the States. So I might sound a little odd, or they might sound a little odd to us Canadians because we might have different traditions.
Yeah, everybody sounds lovely to me.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, like, you guys didn't know about Boxing Day, and I'm like, what? That's so weird.
I knew about. I'm. Can I say I'm almost a Canuck?
Yeah, you're close enough to us.
I'm close enough.
You could cross the border and come join us
I
in
mean,
our celebration.
I drive 2 hours east and swim across the lake. I'm in Canada, so.
There you go. We'll get you through.
I'm too far south.
Yeah, same.
I don't think you'd like how cold it is up here if you're from that far south.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't come up here right now, trust me.
Yeah, Kyra at least knows our pain a little bit. She's close enough to us that she gets kind of the same weather.
You guys are a bit colder than I am, but it's basically the same weather.
Yeah. Well, you're a little bit more east than we are, so the east tends to warm up a bit more, but they'll get more snow. Saskatchewan could get our weather from the north. It's like Siberia, Edmonton, down through the Northwest Territories, or we'll get the Colorado lows, and they'll come up and come out that way. So we could get hit by either storm patterns.
Yeah, it really all depends on the jet stream because we're right where the jet stream frequently goes over.
Yeah. Yeah, cool beans.
Yeah. Come visit you guys when it's 120 here.
No, thank you. I overheat. I get heat.
Yeah.
I get heat stroke easy because I got it quite a bit when I was younger, and now any kind of heat, and I feel dizzy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've
Feel
seen
you
your
there.
radar over there, Kira. So no thanks.
You know.
Yeah.
It's like X that.
Yep. I like the snow, clearly, but
Well,
yeah.
it's not blowing.
Yeah,
It's just
as long as
snow.
there's
It's
no
not
wind,
blowing.
like it could be minus 25 degrees Celsius, so I don't know what that is
Yeah,
Fahrenheit,
but
but
they were predicting like up to 50-mile-an-hour gusts, but
yeah,
that
that's cold.
I'm more or less thinking that was like for like towards the southern part of the state. We
Mhm.
haven't gotten any wind up here yet.
Yeah, the biggest thing is the wind chill, right? If the snow
Yeah.
actually, when it's colder, the snow actually keeps it feeling warmer because it's just like a good, nice little barrier. But especially after it starts freshly snowing because you got the cloud cover and then the snow, so it's almost like it keeps the heat in the middle.
Yeah.
But as soon as there's a wind, you're screwed. You're like, you've got to be
Yeah.
totally bundled up with crusties on your eyes because you're freezing. Like,
Yeah.
Been there.
yeah.
So
Yeah,
when do
it's
you
one of
guys?
those. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. When do you guys turn on your heat then? What temperature do you turn on your heat?
Well, it just depends on the fall. Like sometimes we've had no snow until Christmas, and we would only really turn our heat on at night because if it gets to plus 15 or so, our pipes won't freeze, right? Like we don't want to have our pipes freeze. So I average my house at 71, 72 degrees Fahrenheit because the stupid thing's in Fahrenheit right now, and I haven't changed it to Celsius. Or so room temperature, okay? But I'm always cold, so and Lothar's is always warm. So I have an extra blanket on my side of the bed, and he warms my feet because they're icicles, and I freeze him out with them because he's my heating blanket. So you're welcome, honey.
Yeah, I keep mine about 70, 72 and that. And I absolutely refuse to fire up the pellet stove before Halloween.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
heat
he
over here,
crazy.
it's like so I don't have like central heating or whatever. So I just have a unit for the apartment, and so mine just stays at 61, and it keeps the
Ooh,
whole apartment at 61
that's cold.
the entire time. So it'll turn off when it needs to, and then kick back on when it needs to. So and if I feel a little bit colder, I'll up it to like 68 or something like that. So
You are warm blooded, my friend. I would be like freezing. Like I'm freezing at 72. I just refuse to pay a higher heating bill. Like because it could
yeah,
get crazy here when it's this cold for weeks on end.
Yeah.
Like our
yeah.
heater's constantly going, and no matter what you keep it
Mhm.
at, you're paying a high heating bill because there's just or your house is gonna freeze. Like
Mhm.
Right. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah.
So, and the really cold temperatures, it'll be like 68 for sure, but maybe 72 depending. But
Rhea's like, I don't care
yeah.
about freezing. Mine's set at 54 degrees Fahrenheit and I'm cheap. That's where it's staying.
It really doesn't feel that cold like in this apartment though. I guess I have good insulation, but
Yeah.
um yeah, for whatever reason 61 seems to be perfectly fine with that unit. I don't know.
Hmm.
It's just strange. So, I'm not gonna fight it if it's gonna keep, the bills low.
You know, also
Yeah.
think of
So,
your equipment as kind of space heaters too. So
Yeah. Yeah. That's why I like having my stuff in the basement because the basement's a little bit cooler and it keeps my computer cooler and stuff.
yeah.
The
I
only thing
really
is I'm
figured
freezing.
because you guys are used to the cold that you would turn it, be more like Valkos and be
No.
like 61. But you're more like what we are.
I grew up on a farm. I had to be outside doing chores in this type of weather constantly. I am an adult. I own my own house. I'm gonna be freaking warm. Okay, I'm not doing it.
me,
She's
I
had
was
enough
like
of that.
I'm
my
like,
my kind of quirky thing is I can't regulate body heat. So I know about 70, 72 is ideal for me, and I can get too hot or too cold really quick.
yeah, I'm with Kira. I can too. Like I could be cold, have a blanket on me for 5 minutes, get too hot, take it off, get cold right away. Like,
I mean, I have my furry space heater over here,
yeah,
so
she's got a nice puppy.
and plus and also one thing that I definitely learned, um, is a lot of your heat escapes through your head and your feet. So if you get cold, just put something on your feet and it'll help you keep you warm.
Yep, wear socks.
That's actually how I regulate myself.
Yeah. Sorry,
I don't like sliding around though.
Yeah.
Get on that tile, and you're like, no.
That's when you get like those grippy hospital socks, you know?
Or the
Yeah, but
socks
they're
that
all
say "I'm gaming, leave me alone," and
Well, if I could find one that weren't foofy,
Well,
then
I just got some for I don't know where they
need some
went.
manly ones.
Well, they're black socks. They're just like regular socks
Yeah,
that you can
speaking
get
of
with
floofy
printing.
socks
You don't have
here,
to get floofy.
actually, I actually just got these for Christmas. They're aloe infused
Ooh,
socks. Let's see, nice and cozy.
There you go.
With the wolf.
It's cool.
that's cute.
Ow.
What's that game in the background, Valkos? Is that beside the Dragon Ball Z character?
You mean this one right
Yeah.
here? This is my collector's edition of Star Renegades. I cherish this thing to death because that's a big game I covered on my channel.
Yeah,
And
that's a nice box.
yeah, I did an unboxing of this on my channel as well, but like it's got a lot of stuff in here. It's heavy.
Yeah, it looks like it.
It's got, you know what dioramas are?
Yes.
Yeah, it's got like 5 different terrain plates, and then it's got several of the characters you can, plug into there along with some bosses as well. Like you can build your own
wow.
turn-based battle right in front of you, which is pretty cool. It's got the art book, soundtrack, trading cards. I'm missing a whole bunch of the game, obviously. But this is the PS4 version of it. I bought actually, no, John bought me the Steam version for my birthday. I remember
Aw,
that.
good for you, honey.
So, yeah. But I love that game so much. So,
No, that's awesome. I was seeing it in your background. I kind of couldn't really make out what it was, so it looked nice.
yeah. So, I've also got the Brigandine Collector's Edition too.
Ooh, I know that would be one of your
Yeah.
pressures or your preciouses.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, here. This is the Switch Collector's Edition
Ah.
right here.
Oh, that's
So,
pretty.
yeah. Legend of Inertia. This is a whoever doesn't know about Brigandine, this was like a very niche game back in 1998, I think, to 2000. In the US, they released this 98 Legend of Fortuna is what it was called, and I obsessed over this game with my friends. Like one of the best tactical RPGs I've ever played in my life. Hex-based grid and stuff like that. But I won't go into the whole details.
It's like your Kingdom Hearts.
I know.
Yeah.
It's a phenomenal nostalgic trip for me that they cared enough about this franchise to release a brand new game for it. Like I thought it was just done at PS1 era. So, but nope. Someone cared enough to make another one. And I cried.
Aw. So, speaking
So,
about that, like, what games would you guys like to see come back either as a remaster or a new game in the series?
let Static go first on this one.
Yeah.
Well, my go-to on that question is usually Legacy of Kain, but I believe they are making one. But I'm not sure. I would, and when I say Legacy of Kain, I mean I prefer. It's gonna sound crazy, but I prefer the first game that came out because it was more an action RPG. I want to see like them take that genre, the action RPG, and then play it through the rest of the story of Legacy of Kain, but as an action RPG. And that sounds, and they'll never do it, but I would love for them to do that. And
well, look at what they did with 7. They made that an action RPG, and it was turn-based.
True. But they went 3D though. I mean, they went because the first one is overhead 2.5D or whatever you want to call it, like
lofty.
Diablo. and then the other ones after that are all 3D. So I don't think they would ever go back. But it still leaks and whatnot. But it does look like they're making another Legacy of Kain, or at least gonna be doing like remasters of it. So I'm happy for anything I get in that universe.
Kyra, do you have any?
I would actually like to see like them to do like a remake of like the older Ease games.
Oh
Like I
yeah.
would love to be able to see like an updated version of like Ease Origin.
Yeah, that'd be dope. So
That'd be pretty cool.
You know,
Yeah.
because it's a puzzle platformer and hack and slash. You know, all that all rolled into one. Yeah, or like I agree with DP. There
Yeah.
is they have like an FF8 or an FF9 redid like FF7.
Yeah. I'd like to see what they would do with Final Fantasy VIII if they actually took their time with it.
Yeah.
And like 8 would play into the action RPG a bit better than 7 in my opinion. But I would still like it to be action turn-based versus full open world action. I don't know, just something about 8 needs to have that little transition, and then you can have them run around, but
Yeah, kind of have an open world like kind of like the way Ease 8 was. It's like kind of linear but also open world at the same time, depending on where you were. Or like Tales of Arise.
yeah,
That kind of
yeah,
open world yet linear.
yeah. Well, all of the older JRPGs for Final Fantasy is open linear. It still leads you in a linear path for story. It just lets you run around a world that basically puts you back into the linear path.
Yeah.
Valkos? Oh, sorry. Were you done, Kira? I didn't mean to
No,
cut
go
you off.
ahead. Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
For me, like the one that would like I think never happen, but I would really hope happen in the future is my number one game, which is Legend of Legaia.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah.
that one, man, like that's got a very, very unique combat system that needs to be, put out there more and capitalized on, I think, because it pulled a lot of people into that game for sure. The combat was the highlight, I think, of that game.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and also being able to see like your equipment put on your character instead of saying, "Oh, you're now wearing
Oh.
iron armor." Well, where is it? So, you know,
Yeah.
but um, it didn't put on your polygon model whenever you were roaming the world, but when you went into battle, you saw
Yeah.
all your equipment, weapons and armor.
Yeah.
So, um, yeah, that would be the one that might be my most ambitious one, I think. But ones that may happen, FF Tactics for sure.
Mm.
It's my favorite Final Fantasy game ever. Um, Also, Xenogears. I would love to see some
Oh yeah,
love
yeah.
on that one. But what else? Jade Cocoon. Jade Cocoon. Yes,
Oh yeah,
I
yeah.
would love to see something done with Jade Cocoon. First and second one, especially the first one. Um, but yeah, so a bunch.
Yeah.
PS1 era stuff.
Well, for me, some of them have already come about, so like Final Fantasy VIII and Bioshock and all that. But some of the ones that I would like to see kind of get a remaster with a bit of remake love would be Shadow Hearts, the first and second one. The third one can be an extra little bonus if they want to do it, but the third one didn't play in the same storyline as the first two. So I would definitely like to see Shadow Hearts 1 and Shadow Hearts 2 with full voice acting. Keep the art style, but update it a little bit. Keep the battle tactics. Um, that's something I would love to have on newer consoles, not just be stuck on the PS2. I know the same developer of that is making a new game, but it's not a Shadow Hearts game. It's a Shadow Hearts like game. So they're going to use
Mhm.
similar mechanics, but it's not, I don't think it lives in the same universe. It's just the same mechanics and same story type based telling. And the other one would be them totally remaking with voice acting Parasite Eve 1 and 2.
Yeah,
So,
that'd be a good one.
especially like Parasite Eve 1, I'd like to see them update the shooting and gun mechanics. update the inventory mechanics and just how she's kind of choppy as she runs around. And when you're fighting, she's like very choppy. So they could
Yeah.
actually bring it into a little bit better 4K scaling with her being smoother. Have her do some somersaults or something while she's shooting her gun. Like Laura Croft it up a little bit because she got the skill. She just doesn't have the opportunity to do it on the PS1. So I'd like to see those games kind of not be left at the PS1 and PSP era and PS2, I
Yeah.
guess, era.
Hmm. Oh yeah, one honorable mention I think I'll do it from PS2 era is the Kessen series.
Ooh, I haven't
I
played that in forever.
I loved the Kessen games, especially the first one.
They had
But
a game on PSP, didn't they? They had a game on PSP, or at least a movie or something.
I think so. I don't recall Kessen
Oh, maybe
anything
it
on
was a
PSP.
movie. Because
A movie?
I must have had the movie then if it wasn't a game, because I had a Kessen something on PSP.
Oh, maybe it's a tactics game? I don't know.
I'm not sure. I just
But yeah,
remember it. As soon as you said it, that's what I thought of was
yeah.
that PSP.
I remember just Kessen 1, 2, and 3. They were all on PS2. Um, but yeah.
Mickey's funny. She's sending me her
Oh.
stuff all bundled up.
Hmm.
Mickey, are you on there? Are you in the chat somewhere? Come and say hi. You obviously gotta be because you sent me pictures like you're listening.
I'll throw another honorable mention out there.
Sure.
I'd like to see a Blue Dragon 2, and I'd like to see it released on more than just the Xbox. Blue Dragon was a game that, if you guys don't know what it is, it's a role-playing game done in the art style of Dragon Ball because the guy who drew Dragon
Oh,
Ball drew the characters.
Akira
And
Toriyama.
it was turn-based, but it had little kids as like the main characters and stuff, and they would call these big blue shadows in to fight for them with them.
aren't they?
And
Wait, that sounds familiar. Aren't they? Isn't there a game coming out that's like that?
no, I don't think so, but there is an anime of it. That might be why you know it.
Oh yeah, something sounds like very familiar about that. Yeah.
There is an anime, but yeah, I played that in the Xbox 360 era, and that was a great game. And I'd love to see it modernized and get like a Blue Dragon 2.
No.
Yeah. I recognize this cover. I just Googled it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm looking at the first one now, but yeah, I didn't know what you were talking about at the moment, but I recognize the cover. Never played. But
It's kind
interesting.
of got they're big areas. It's not open world, but it kind of feels open world because their areas are so big in a lot of places. But it's got the classic like Dr. Robotnik type of villain and that kind of stuff. So it's got all the little things you want in the game for having a little kid as the main protagonist. So
Yeah, okay. I've just pulled it up too. Yeah. Weird. It
and
looks so familiar.
it's backwards compatible too. So if you have an Xbox One or Series, you can play it on those.
Yeah. I would also
Super
like
cool.
to mention uh, Drakengard.
Oh
Like
yeah.
Drakengard 1 and 2. Well, mostly
Yeah.
1. 2's kind of well, they could fix 2. They're gonna remaster it. They could definitely fix 2. It's so expensive. You try to go find Drakengard 1, and it's like they want $500 for it sealed, and if you get a used copy, it's like $200 to $300. It's like bugger off.
Yeah. So
Lost
John
Odyssey
mentioned
as
Lost
well.
Odyssey, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Lost Odyssey is a good game.
I thought they did
Yeah.
remaster that.
Nice, make me look this up.
They did an HD version of it, I thought.
Oh,
Yeah,
Is there a
I do
PC
think
version?
they did. I think it was last gen, but I don't remember
they just
exactly.
updated it for the next Xboxes. What Lothar says.
True.
It was just the backward compatible versions. Well, guys, we're going to do another song here, and it's going to be a fan singing, which is me. I Saw Mummy Kissing Santa Claus, and we're going to do that right now. I saw Mommy kissing Santa Claus underneath the mistletoe last night. She didn't see me creep down the stairs to have a peep. She thought that I was tucked up in my bedroom fast asleep. Then I saw Mommy tickle Santa Claus underneath his beard so snowy white. Oh, what a laugh that would have been if Daddy had only seen Mommy kissing Santa Claus last night. I saw Mommy kissing Santa Claus underneath the mistletoe last night. She didn't see me creep down the stairs to have a peep. She thought that I was tucked up in my bedroom fast asleep. Then I saw Mommy tickle Santa Claus underneath his beard so snowy white. Oh, what a laugh that would have been if Daddy had only seen Mommy kissing Santa Claus last night. All right, guys, thank you. Yay, I saw Mommy kissing Santa
Yay.
Claus. So that's the last song for me tonight, and then but later on we'll do Kira's last song. But for now, we got to think of more things to talk about. You guys aren't helping in
that
the
one.
chat. Lothars, think of something to ask us. I'll leave it to my husband. He'll do it.
Oh gosh, here comes the storm. Oh my goodness, I hear it.
Run!
Yeah.
Okay, I got a little awkward question. Well, not awkward, but just a little different. Of all the games that you've seen that are going to release in 2023, which one are you most concerned about not being good?
Very good question. Uh, I have no idea at the moment.
I'd
Anybody
have
else?
to bring up again what's all coming out. I thought there's got to be something, right? Like, there's way too much
Yeah.
releasing in 2023.
Yeah, let me pull up a list here.
Good old
Let's see.
Google. Let's see.
I'll be honest with you,
Holy.
my game that I'm looking forward to, Starfield, I'm worried about that not being as good as I expect it to be.
Why? First of all, please elaborate what Starfield is, and then give us your concerns.
Okay, so Starfield's the Elder Scrolls in space,
Okay.
and Fallout, the same company that's making Starfield is making that, and you fly around from planet to planet, and you do quests and stuff like you do in um, Elder Scrolls and whatnot. And I love Elder Scrolls. I love those series, but the problem with them is the quirky combat and whatnot. But they're just hearing them talk about how they went with the design philosophies of how they did each planet and stuff makes me really worried that it's going to feel super empty. And I don't know if there's really much they can do about it, but yeah, it just feels like you're going to land on a planet and then look for that outpost, and the only thing that's going to happen on the planet is in that outpost. Uh, I would like a lot of more like open world, because it is an open world game on each planet where there could be creatures out there and things that you just there's a world boss or something that
Yeah.
is out there that you got to go find and stuff. There's They're not gonna call them dungeons because it's space, but like dungeon type
Well, wouldn't
areas
you
and
go
stuff
on a
like that.
planet and then that planet can be a dungeon, or is it like pure space travel?
You can land on the planet, you can get out and walk around, you can do that stuff for
Mhm.
sure, and there's going to be outposts and stuff, and there's going to be events that happen. Like in one of the videos they showed, he was in an outpost clearing it out as part of a quest, and then when he cleared out the outpost, a spaceship came down with like reinforcements for the outpost. My concern isn't so much that kind of stuff because I feel that that's going to be in there, that's going to be scripted. It's the other areas outside of the outpost is going to feel just like there's nothing out here for me to do, so we're just going to go from point A to point B and then get
Mhm.
the action that way. And I don't know, I'm kind of worried about that. I'm also worried about the weapon upgrade path and stuff, because if it's a universe and there's hundreds of planets, I forget how many planets they said, but there's a lot of planets, then you're going to want to be able to upgrade your weapons and get more powerful as you go. And it didn't really sound like, from what I've heard, that they haven't elaborated on it,
Yeah.
and it doesn't seem like there might not be any of that. There is definitely weapon crafting and stuff, but I don't
So
know. I think that their focus was more on
the
the technical
gameplay.
side
Yeah.
of, we got all these planets, how do we make that work? And then they made a game afterwards, and that kind of scares me.
Right. Do you know if the weapons are going to be disposable, or are you going to have a single weapon that you continually upgrade throughout your mission?
It's probably the upgrade is probably that path is probably the more, they're probably leaning more towards that.
Yeah.
It didn't seem like there's going to be a Breath of the Wild, you get a weapon until its durability,
Yeah.
wears out, and then you
Or
throw it away and
there's
you
a certain
switch to another
level
one.
the weapon goes up to, and then you got to buy a
Yeah.
new weapon because it's a higher level, right?
No, I feel like more like smaller upgrades to the weapon to try to keep it viable as you're going through if you like a particular type of weapon.
Mhm.
But yeah, I don't know. It's they still haven't announced a release date. They pushed it back a little bit,
That
or
seems to
maybe a
be the
lot
norm
bit.
now, though, for most
Yeah.
game development. They don't usually make their release dates unless they're small enough. Yeah. Another game I
Ye-
forgot to mention I was looking forward to, but you go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say even like the videos they've shown, it just seems to be like slices of
Well, they probably
those
don't have,
areas.
yeah.
So yeah, like I said, that's all I'm worried about. So go ahead.
Yeah. No, I was just gonna say like another game that's coming out that I forgot to mention was like Haunted Chocolatier. So if anybody didn't know, the creator of Stardew Valley is making a new game called Haunted Chocolatier, and it's going to be in the Stardew Valley universe, but not in Stardew Valley. So it's going to be interesting, and I look forward to. I hope that one, like he did an amazing work with Stardew, so I don't think he'll have too much problems with this, and he's got more than just himself now, I believe. So that's nice because he built Stardew all by himself. So yeah, that'd be
You own
interesting.
a chocolate store in that game?
Yeah, yeah,
That's
you're
what
a
it sounds like.
chocolatier. Yeah, you make chocolate, you go out and there's more battles in the open world versus only in the dungeons, and you get stuff for your chocolate making business. And I'm guessing there's going to be lore around how you got that business, and it's called Haunted Chocolatier, so there's got to be some mystery about that.
Yeah.
Lothar says he's concerned about Zelda Tears of the Kingdom because I like Breath of the Wild, but it needed improvements. Plus, it sounds like the Switch is going to have a hard time running it if they don't release a new one by then.
Uh,
That is the problem with the Switch exclusives. I just like Xenoblade Chronicles is my favorite game of last year, but I just imagine how amazing that would have been if it was on a PS5 or an Xbox
I
Series
know,
X.
right?
It could have been like contender for Game of the Year and beat God of War probably easily if it had all the bells and whistles that they could have put on with a new gen. So
Yeah. Yeah, what they have to do to make things work on the Switch now is not cool. Like my Steam Deck puts the Switch just to shame because I could dock that and play it on the TV, and it's just like my poor Switch is gathering dust. It's like, hi, Switch. I'm sorry, I love you, but
I'm
well,
playing Dragon Quest Treasures on my Switch, so
oh,
it's not getting
how
dust
is
right now.
that? I want to pick that up, but I'm still not sure
It's
if I want to
fun.
pay full price for it yet.
It's fun, but it's not a full-fledged Dragon Quest game. It's more of a treasure hunting
Mm-hmm.
game. So I mean, it has the Dragon Quest characters and everything, but it's
It's like Builders.
not as
It's
many.
its own thing.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
love Builders.
Oh, I know. I
So
got to
yeah,
get back into
imagine
that.
Builders combat and everything in a full-fledged game, but you're capturing the monsters to fight with you and stuff. So
So Dragon Quest meets Pokemon meets Digimon meets Minecraft.
yeah, except for you don't. I guess you can give them commands, but you don't
Mhm.
directly control them like
Oh,
Pokemon.
yeah.
You can say like everybody attack this guy or whatever,
So
or
more like Nino Kuni
There you
style.
go. The Yukuni. Yeah.
yeah, definitely Nino Kuni style, which is another good series.
Yes. Yes, it is. Be interesting to see what game they come out next for that one because Neo Kuni 2 was amazing.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
they had Crossworlds, but eh, if you guys know what that was like a um gaming service online thing.
Oh
Cross,
yeah. Yeah.
yeah. I
I'm actually playing that off and on, but it doesn't like my I've got this controller that I put on my phone, and when I try to play any of those MMO type games on here, it just doesn't like registering it very well.
You could play on your computer on the Crossworlds.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's where I played. But yeah, it's I kind of lost interest after a while because it has that auto tracking, go to the next quest thing, and
Yeah.
it's like that's the best way to do it because you don't get lost, but at the same time
You're
it
not
takes you
really
out of the game.
playing.
Yeah, I don't mind idle games though. I have fun with idle games if they have enough in them.
Yeah.
So Kira, Valkos, any games you guys are worried about that are coming out next year?
I can't really say I purposely have not paid attention to what really else coming out, so
I was initially worried about Midnight Suns. It's out already, but apparently it's doing pretty well for itself, which I'm excited to play that on PS5 now that I have a new console. But other than that, no. Like most of the things that I'm excited for, I'm not worried about really, uh, because first of all, it's a lot of indie games. They usually do their games pretty well justice, um, and care a lot about them. But yeah, Hades is going to be great. I already know that much. For sure. Um, I guess maybe Final Fantasy 16, but that's a stretch for me. I think it'll be great. So.
Um, I think it's not overly like concerned because I'm not going in with high hopes. But Forspoken, just because it is a new IP based on the engine from Final Fantasy 15, definitely feel some Final Fantasy 15 when I was playing the demo with it. Um, just more for I hope they polish it up a bit more, like, and that it doesn't lose my interest after so many hours because it looks amazing. It looks like it's gonna be a ton of fun, but that's just it just depends on where the story's going and if it keeps my interest. And I'm not really worried. I'm more intrigued to see how Hogwarts Legacy goes because watching all the videos that are out there from the developers about all the love that they're putting into it, how true they're trying to stay to the books and the movies and stuff, but is it going to be too much or is it going to just be the right kind of mixture? And again, I don't think I'm worried about it not doing great because it's going to sell. Like it's going to do great. It's just will it hold up to the hype that it's generating right now?
Will it be fun?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the main question. Yeah, you can have all the lore and everything you want in there, but is it
Is it too much
fun?
or is it just the right mixture of everything? And yeah, you're gonna get those guys that are like, "Oh, I wish they would have put this in. I wish they would have put that in," because they said themselves they can't put every side hustle game that was in the Wizarding World in it because there's like a billion of them. So they focused on
mm,
3 or 4 of them that make sense, but they also did soft mentions of the others. Like you'll hear kids in the hallway say they're playing this. Well, you can't really play it in the actual game itself, but it lives in the lore of the world. So that
right.
to me is nice that they do the subtle stuff, but it just depends on how much subtlety they use.
I haven't really followed that one that close. I'm interested in it because I like the movie series. Do you
Hmm.
know if they're sticking with the more of the books or
Yeah,
more of the
they
movies? The
studied the
books.
books very
Okay.
intensively. They've they pretty much use those as their inspiration to the looks and aesthetics as well as the story, but the story lives well before the original books. It's in the 1800s. So they have their own story they could play with, but you're going to have some ghosts that were already ghosts then. You'll have some maybe young, I guess the Harry Potter series was in the 90s. The Fantastic Beasts were in the 50s. So you might have grandparents or great grandparents of some of the characters we will know from the original books, and you'll have people who maybe wrote textbooks from
Mm.
the original books. So it'd be interesting. I like how you could either do the light path or the dark path. I just hope the side characters aren't annoying as hell. You know what I mean? Like, you could be the best main character, but if you got that like annoying side character, it's like, go away, leave me alone. But they're like your party member now, and it's like, go.
Yeah.
Well, I'm more intrigued now because I only watched the movies, so there'll be a lot more lore and stuff for me to get into
Get
for the
Audible
game.
and get all the books and just listen to them. My sister's a huge Harry Potter fan. I'm more like, I listen to the books and I watch the movies. If I got questions, I ask my sister Lexi, because that's her username, not her real name. Because she is the walking encyclopedia for it. If I don't understand something, I just ask her. She just tells me all about it. Yeah.
It's always good to have a source.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We all have our things that we know from covereth to covereth.
This is true.
Yeah, my wife asked me today what cyberpunk was, and she goes, and she caveated it with, "And don't tell me the game."
Oh, okay. You got to
So I was like,
specificate.
yeah. So I was like, all right. So back when Dungeons and Dragons was out, Cyberpunk came out. It was a role playing game, and I went through all that, and she was like, I
Does she
didn't
mean
quite
that?
expect all that, but I
Yeah.
figured you would know.
Now, it depends. Did she mean in the generation of games what is cyberpunk, or what is cyberpunk in society view?
She has a person that she knows. I don't know if it's a friend or not, but she cosplays cyberpunk. So she
Oh,
was
okay.
kind of wondering like
That realm
what
of
it was. So
cyberpunk.
I kind of went through the beginning of it, how it was, and then was like, okay, and this is what the world was that they built back then, with all the hacking and the
Yeah.
people we have being part machine and computers and
Androids
stuff.
and
Yeah.
cyborgs.
Yeah. So but I had to start where it started, which was, a tabletop game.
No, that's cool. Lothar's come up with a really good question. What game are you looking forward the most to be able to play over your Christmas break that you might have time to get to? While you guys are thinking, I'm going to say I'm going to keep playing my Harvestella, and I'm going to try to get into either Valkyrie or God of War. Just get a little further in those ones. But Harvestella is kind of being the drawing force right
Probably mostly work on getting through Pokemon Violet.
I guess it all depends too what you
Finishing
get
that
in your
game.
Christmas under the tree. There might be a new game waiting for you that you don't know about yet.
Exactly. So
I
God
never
of War.
expected.
But yeah, if I end up getting God of War, that'll be the one that I play. If not, Midnight Suns might be sitting in under there. But the one that I if I'm gonna play anything that is not like video game based, actually, if I don't have a video game to play, it's gonna be a board game.
Hmm.
Dice Throne is huge right now for me and my brother and a lot of other people in our community. We've got a lot of our good friends to get in on that hype, and
Nice.
people really enjoy Dice Throne. They came out with a Marvel version of Dice Throne recently, which made it huge on Kickstarter. So we bought that, and we even made little tournaments out of
Oh,
this thing.
cool.
So we've done free for all matches. We've done 2v2s. We've done a ton of 1v1s. That's usually what people do with Dice Throne, but it just it takes the concept of Yahtzee basically,
Yeah.
and then turns it into an RPG battle
Oh,
between.
wow. That sounds so
people.
cool. You'll have to
It's
show me
dope.
it. I'd like to see that.
See, I'll change my answer because I just remembered. Actually, it happened during this podcast. A friend of mine, like, say, I beat this game. Here, I have a stream key, and that they sent me a Steam key for Chained Echoes.
What's that, Kira?
I honestly don't know. I'll find
Oh.
out. I'll let you know how it is.
Cool.
It is
I'm assuming it's like an RPG. So.
it is an RPG based off of older RPGs, but with newer modern conveniences involved. It's getting really good reviews. And wow,
That's
he's
a
not
lot.
throwing dice, he's throwing boxes over
Yeah,
there.
I'm like, that looks a lot of Yahtzeeing going on over there.
So this is
Are
the
those
first
like
set we bought
campaigns?
to get into it right
That's the
here.
first set, okay.
This is the Shadow Thief
Oh,
versus the
that looks so
Pyromancer
good.
right here.
Yeah.
And come in the back real quick. Right here. That's the character boards.
So
that
you
can
play one
set
of the
out.
two teams?
Yeah, the one of the two characters you play. So, and they face each other. This is a 1v1 box right here.
Okay.
So, all the rest that are stacked right here are 1v1s. Here's Monk versus Paladin.
Oh, nice.
Yep. Also got a Vampire Lord versus a Seraph.
I love the art.
Yeah, the art is definitely enticing. Barbarian versus Moon Elf. Moon Elf is one of my favorites for sure. Last 1v1 I own right now is the Gunslinger versus Samurai.
Nice.
And then we got the big boy, the Marble Dice Throne.
Hey, there you go. I wonder how they got
Yeah.
licensing for that.
Yeah, I know. So we've got all those characters that are
Okay,
inside
now
the
we need a Kingdom Hearts one, a Final Fantasy one, and let's go. If you could
Exactly.
get Marvel rates, you could get rates for the other stuff.
So I
Exactly.
take it when you get one of those 1v1s, you don't have to play the ones that are in the box against them all the time. You can play like a Moon Knight versus a Samurai or something if you wanted to, right?
Yeah, you can play anybody you want versus anybody you want. So
They're just
Marvel
sets, yeah.
versus the
Nice.
original characters or whatever. But and real quick, I'll bust one of these open just to show you the contents real quick. Then I'll shut up.
No, it's
So,
cool.
but the Shadow Thief, my favorite character thus far. So they come in these little, plastic tins right here,
Mm-hmm.
and you open her up. You get your character board right away, which is right here, and this spreads out and shows you the abilities that the character has. So here we go.
Oh
Like
yeah.
that. So
And
his
is it
abilities
based
right
on the
here.
dice throw?
Yeah. So each character has their own set of dice. Um, here's a character leaflet right here that shows you their passive abilities and positive and negative status effects, stuff like that. Frequently asked questions about the character if you need some help, which they're really good about. And here's the Shadow Thief's dice right there.
Ooh, nice.
So different symbols and stuff like that. So when you roll, you have to roll to match symbols that are on the dice or to do your abilities or roll like a large straight or a small straight, for example. So if you were to roll
That
like
kind of reminds me of the dice game in Valhalla.
yeah. So if you were to roll like 3 shadows right here, you
Yeah.
can use this. If you were to roll daggers, you can use this ability, for example. So small straight, large straight. Really, really fun.
That's cool.
So anyway, there you go. We're obsessed with it. So
I can see why it's beautiful.
yeah, we're not done collecting yet either. So we've got like 6 more characters to collect. So
Sorry, I didn't
and who
mean
knows what they're working.
to pass by DP there because he said he was currently playing through Kuro no Kasaki 2, the last Trails game, which is cool. I think, that's the latest Trails game that got released.
Mhm.
Kuro no Keste or something.
Yeah.
I recognize
Kaseki.
Kuro
the-
Kuro no
no
Kaseki.
Kasaki. Kasaki. It's not K, it's E.
Seki. Yeah.
So that's cool. No, that
Yeah,
was
that's what I
awesome. The art on that's really pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely enticed us to buy it quite a bit, but just the gameplay is really really smooth. It's very easy to get into.
Yeah.
Each of the characters has their own like difficulty level.
Yeah.
You flip over their leaflet. It says difficulty 1 through 6. Like
Mhm.
Barbarian is the easiest. He's the 1, and Shadow Thief has a 5, for example.
So
So stuff like that.
is this distributed out now in stores, or does it special order still?
We've ordered everything so far. I haven't seen any of this in stores yet. But it's really popular, so they probably just are just being yanked off the shelves. Maybe I don't know. But if you go to Amazon, you'll find like the 1v1 boxes. There's 4 character box sets of Marvel and of the original characters. There's a cooperative version of this called the Mad King, I think, where you take 3 different characters and then you face a big, huge boss and go on like a quest or
Oh
whatever.
wow. Kind of like a
So
D&D campaign.
right. It's a little tiny campaign that you can cooperate with instead of battling each other all the
Yeah.
time. So a little bit to mix it up. I don't have that yet, but that's the
It's
next
on
big
the
one that I'm hoping
list.
for.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll be playing that a lot over the Christmas break. So rolling the dice.
Yeah.
So
What about you,
yeah.
Static? What's your holiday gaming schedule?
Oh, I still need to do some more guides for Star Ocean's The Divine Force, so I'll be doing that. But I think I've dabbled in the, I'm probably going to say this wrong, Atelier series.
Yeah.
So they got the Atelier Ryza series. I have 1 and 2, and I haven't really played them, and 3's coming out in February, so I'm thinking about hitting the first one up and trying to play through that.
That's good to know. Do you know Eternal Jade Paladin?
Oh, the streamer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We just
Yeah,
call him
yeah,
Jade.
yeah.
Yeah, he's if you want any help with those, he's your guy. He loves those games. Yeah.
From what I played, it doesn't really seem all overly complicated. I'm
Yeah.
sure there's probably a meta to it, but I just, I got to get into it first and then see where it goes. But
Oh
yeah.
yeah, for sure. I'm going to play our last song for the night. This is White Christmas from Kyra. Hope you guys enjoy.
White Christmas. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, just like the ones I used to know, where the treetops glisten and children listen to hear sleigh bells in the snow. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, with every Christmas card I write. May your days be merry and bright, and may all your Christmases be white. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, with every Christmas card I write. May your days be merry and bright, and may all your Christmases be white. Merry Christmas. Love you all.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Awesome.
Yay, Kyra.
Bravo.
Bravo. Famicio. Oh,
Mm.
And a
Kitty's that
lovely
part of
voice
it.
I never knew existed.
Yeah, it's just talent
I
that
could
just
have
comes out of
sworn I
nowhere.
sang for you before, Val.
Well,
I
when I've been on your stream, you've sang some things, but I don't know if Valkos was on the stream at that time when you sang.
like
Like I
after
could have
hearing a
sworn
couple.
I sang you like for happy birthday or something.
Yeah. So yeah, I was gonna say like after hearing you for a little bit today, it's coming back. Like I know I've heard you before now, right? But it's been such a long time that
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
forgot how good it
Well,
was.
yeah. To be fair, I've been on hiatus for quite a while now, so
Mhm. Yeah. So yeah, thank you for sharing your voice again. It's good.
thank you.
Yeah, thanks everybody. This was a lot of fun. Is there any
Yeah.
last minute questions you guys like to touch topic on? We're getting to about 3 hours here, and that's usually how long
Yeah.
I have these Christmas podcasts. I just again want to thank everybody for joining me this year. A very Merry Christmas to you all, and hopefully we will have a successful and great 2023, not 2013. 2013 is when my daughter was born. Holy crap, it's been 10
Oh
years. Where
man,
does
she'll
the
be
time
10.
go by?
Wow.
Yeah, February she will be 10. It's crazy.
Wow. Time flies.
I know, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, Valkos and I are working on a collab that will be ramping up here in the new year. So hopefully you guys look forward to that. We haven't decided which channel will host it, but we'll figure it out. And besides that, what's last question here? What's your focus in the new year? Either for your streams, your YouTube channel, or just your focus, if you don't mind sharing.
Kira?
For me personally, it's just can mainly it's going to be very broad, but it's mainly continuing to get better. Without going into details, I will say I did hit a very dark spot, both mentally and physically, and I'm out of the hole, but now I got to climb back up the ladder,
And we're all here for you, dear.
and that so and hopefully by that sometime point eventually, I really hope to be able to rejoin my stream.
And we look forward to having you back. You're always so relaxing to sit and listen to as you play. That's one thing I
Yeah.
really enjoy about your
Full time.
streams. Static, how about you? What's your 2023 goal or what you're going to be working on?
I think over the next week, I haven't really finalized it, and I don't know if it's gonna happen or not because I got to really formalize it. But I'm thinking about doing a nightly video game news stream, and if I can come up with segments that make sense and everything, and feel like I can make it happen, then I'm gonna make it happen. And I'm not sure if that will reside in just YouTube or if I'll dual stream it to Twitch so that it's in both places. But I'm kind of leaning towards that. And being a one man show, it's
Yeah,
kind
yeah.
of a little more difficult to do something like that because you don't have anybody to bounce things off of. But uh, yeah,
You can always have guests that you can invite on.
yeah, from time to time I could do guests, but if it's a nightly show, that would be kind of daunting to always be looking for guests. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, definitely gonna look into that, and if I can make it happen, make it happen. Otherwise, I'm just gonna, stick with doing my guides and my let's plays and all that fun stuff.
Sounds good. Velkos, what's your near future goals?
A few things. Um, there's the first thing is fitness, right? Capitalizing on that to make sure that I can stay consistent and continue to improve and still see results, all that good stuff. Because I've been on a plateau for quite some time, so I'm happy,
Yeah.
right? But I want to do more and stuff. Maybe even get into some personal training later in the year.
Like you
Um,
get personal training or you be the personal trainer?
I give personal training,
Oh, okay.
so, but we'll see if that becomes a thing. But that's kind of like third priority. So,
Yeah.
um, second main priority is going to be the channel doing the backlog and releasing Let's Plays an episode every Saturday, right? So some guide video stuff as well on the YouTube channel to keep that going. But first priority is definitely going to be music.
Mm-hmm.
I currently have an alternate channel that is going to be a main channel very soon. I haven't shared it with anybody yet, but that's coming in the new year. So wanting to get into more recording stuff, original music, cover tunes,
Nice.
just and also bring my teaching career to the platform as
There
well.
you
So
go.
both,
Lessons. That would be
yeah,
awesome.
both education and also composition and original music and cover tunes. All of it I want to be on that one channel, do the whole YouTube shorts and stuff like that. Quick tips for people, you know, just make that the priority above everything
Yeah.
else. So, but yeah. That's it.
No, that sounds awesome. For myself, I've got to get back into my routine of doing my weekly videos. Just with everything that's been going on in my life, it's just kind of been, oh, good, I got a video and don't have to do another one this week kind of feeling. So I know once the new year comes and everything settles down, I could get excited about all the crap that's coming down the pipeline that I have to cover. I also noticed like a lot of people really like my Digimon stuff, so I'm gonna figure out some more stuff around that. But I don't want to just be focused on Digimon because I don't want to just pigeonhole myself into one thing. So I'm still gonna do a lot of things that I like to do and add just some more Digimon. And with Digimon World Next Order coming out for the Nintendo Switch, I can really start on guides now because it's going to be the same game that's on the PS4. So I'll have to go to my PS4 and look through my gameplay, and I like to go to GameFAQs and see what people have asked for questions and kind of focus myself around there for a little bit,
Yeah.
as I know those will be quite popular.
Yeah,
I think my
smart.
yeah, I think my Twitch side is fine. Like I'm way more consistent over there, except for when family things are happening. To be I don't know how I can market myself more than I'm doing, so I'll just keep growing slowly and hopefully people will keep coming in. So thank you to everybody who's here. You guys are awesome. And if you haven't already, check out these fine people. You can follow, you can sub, you can like. It all helps. And dang you YouTube algorithm. I gotta say. Yeah, other than that, just getting my daughter into more of a better socialization with other kids, and hopefully both ours and I can get
Not a
our
he. I am not a he. I don't know why you're saying he.
where. Oh no, don't worry about that. That's just an auto thing. Yeah, I don't know why Twitch does that. Everything's a he.
Uh,
There's two girls and two
sure.
guys, and whatever you want to associate yourself with.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just like saying he. I don't know why, but my chatbot was supposed to be spamming these guys every other minute, but that didn't work. So, thank you, chatbot.
Thank you, regardless, for plugging.
Yeah,
So
Yeah,
but yeah,
definitely.
no, just
Definitely.
hopefully 2023 is a more productive year in the personal life as well. So that's all I'm hoping. Yeah,
cool.
doesn't shut up my YouTube channel. That's but all right. Any last minute questions you'd like to ask us before we sign out for the year? Last chance.
There's a channel.
There's your YouTube.
Yeah, I figured out
Nope.
how to do that @ symbol after looking at your YouTube, and I'm like, that's so much better than that big long number / letter thing that I have.
Well, you guys don't have the /C/ your name?
I didn't before. No, I had
Huh.
a
It's
big
your own.
like pre-generated URL from YouTube for years, and then I
You
figured out how to
should.
make my own.
Oh, so that's what you made your own.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Well, for
I,
it to display as that, I probably had it, but it never displayed it. It displayed this big long text after my channel. So I had to, like my stupid card that I hand out to people. I'm like, you got to make sure you do it exactly as it is on the card, or you'll never find me. Now I can make new cards, and that'll be easier to understand.
Yeah,
Yeah, for sure. So
definitely.
Yeah. All right, I guess that's where we'll sign out. Merry Christmas to all. Happy New Year, or whatever holiday you do celebrate. If you celebrate at all, just stay safe, stay warm, stay cool if you're in a hot area.
Yeah,
And
right.
we Well, thank you so much, Chocobo Nights. Love you guys. I look forward to 2023. Um, just this last, I don't know, has it been 7? How long has it been? 6 years, 7 years now. 2016, I think I started. So 4, 6. It'll be 7 years coming up.
Oh,
So 7 years in January. So thank you for 7 years of wonderfulness, you guys. Thank you for the support, and let's just keep growing. Let's get the knighthood supreme.
Oh,
Right,
yeah.
any last words, guys, before we sign out for the evening? Oh, of course, we get rated by
Getting
Roderick.
raid.
Roderick, my friend, I love you. But we're seriously just ending. But thank you, my beautiful Roderick and Dragons. Dragons are in the house. Hello. We are going to say hi before we sign out. Now I have to stay on for a while. No, we unless people have questions and can keep us going. We're seriously running out of things to talk about. You guys, hurry up, bombard us by questions, or we're gonna sign out. we
Well, if there's nothing else for questions, you can always raid somebody as well,
yeah, we
since
could
we're
go and
gonna
raid somebody.
yeah.
you can raid train, right? So
Yeah, well, it's because it's my annual Christmas podcast. We go a little longer normally with these things, around 3 hours. So, you know what? We're going to take your community and we're going to spread the Christmas love to another streamer then. Roderick has questions.
Right.
Dang it, Lothar, stop it. I'm going to go smack my husband. No, I don't condone violence. What is this? I didn't see that.
oh man.
All right, guys. Any final words for the Chocobo Knights and the dragons, apparently?
Stay happy, stay safe. I love you all, and you all are wonderful streamers and viewers alike.
Yeah, happy holidays. Hope everybody has a great holiday and a great 2023.
Yep. Happy holidays as well. Let it be filled with music. That's what I'll say. So.
And from this end, love you guys. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, whatever you celebrate. And as always, guys, Happy Gaming!